Good evening and welcome to another night of BC football here on WatchBCSports.com. We are at home, and so we'll bring you the audio here for this Friday night as it is a stage like none other in the state tonight. Number one, Ware County against number one, Benedictine, in a game of the week, game of the state, however you want to put it, right here. Ware County, 18 games in a row they've won, defending state champion in 5A. Benedictine off to a 3-0 start this year, defending state champion in 4A. It doesn't get any bigger than this. I'm Kevin Thomas. Good to have you along here on this.
Oh, they stepped one.
And welcome back to WatchBCSports.com. And you never know what's going to happen. Somebody pulled the power plug, and that was that. But I'm Kevin Thomas. Good to have you along here tonight. Alongside me, legendary BC quarterback. You might not want me to say that, but Stevie Powers joining us here on the broadcast tonight. Won a state championship here for the cadets as well. Man, great atmosphere here on a Friday night. Number one v number one. Doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. First and foremost, it's an honor to be here, and extremely excited about this matchup. We got some really good football coming our way.
And again, you said, hey, got a chance to watch BC first couple of games here so far this season. Off to a good start. What has impressed you about this football team?
I think they're balanced. I think we say that every year. They're a very balanced football team. They're disciplined. I think they've played up to their competition, right? They've played BC football all year long so far, so hopefully they got a big challenge ahead of them tonight. They're going to have to do it again here.
I know you were talking about before the game, we were looking at some of the scouting reports and what BC likes to do, and you're like, man, not much has changed since I've been gone from BC. It's kind of the same system. Coach Britt hadn't changed a whole lot, and it's obviously very successful.
You're very successful. Coach Britt is there's a reason why it works, right? And he lives by the if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's an incredible football coach, an incredible man. Love him to death, and I'm super excited to see what he's turned this program into, man. It's exciting.
And certainly with Ware County last year, it was a 14-10 ball game. Ware County won that one. Defensive football game in the slop. This is a faster track. Obviously, no rain, artificial turf. Does that favor BC? I know Ware's awful fast, but does that favor the cadets tonight, you think, being on this track and maybe utilizing their speed a little more?
Yeah, well, I think what favors BC is this crowd. We've got an incredible fan base here tonight. I just said this before we came on air. I don't know if I've seen this place like this in the recent games. So this is an incredible crowd. There's going to be an insane amount of points scored, I think, tonight. But just hope the defense can make a couple plays and get some turnovers and get the ball back in Luke's hands.
Great crowd on hand for both sides. A lot of folks made the trip from Waycross here to Memorial Stadium. And we'll see how this thing goes. Antonio Hanson-Man, looks like Jeremiah Thomas and Liam Hogan going to be your captains for this ball game tonight. And, again, defensively, obviously important to get off to a good, quick start here.
Yep.
If you're BC against this Ware offense that wants to spread you out and try to make you go sideline to sideline.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some guys that can run, obviously, on defense. We've got a very fast defense, very disciplined defense. We just got to make sure that everybody's doing their job and buy in. That's the message pregame is buy into doing your job, everybody accomplishing one goal, which is go out, play fast, play discipline, and they'll get it done.
Offensively, man, quarterbacking in this offense, a guy like Luke, from your time, man, there are so many guys you can get the football to and make plays. Got to make you feel good as a quarterback to know it can be, I've talked to Coach Britt about it, it can be anybody's night. You just don't know who it's going to be, but you got 3 guys who can run the ball, 4 or 5 guys that can catch the ball. In this case, Luke can run the ball pretty effectively. I mean, just options everywhere.
Yeah, when you have a guy like Luke that can run and throw the ball, he's a leader on and off the field. He commands the huddle. Those guys trust him. And so for him tonight, just get the ball out of your hands quick, get the ball to the playmakers in space, and let them make plays, and they will.
Again, we're holding up I'm not sure what the holdup is for the captain's meeting.
Neither.
they've been standing at midfield waiting to walk across for quite some time. So I don't know if it's for some of the media that are on hand tonight or what, but we are waiting for this coin toss eagerly to take place. But, man, you talk about this in the state of Georgia, Stevie. Number one be number one. You don't get that a lot in the regular season. And to have a game like this early in the season, I know Coach Britt said, hey, we're going to find out where we're at real fast after tonight. Man, in that locker room, walking out, what's going through your brain right now getting ready to play this game and trying not to make it, I guess, bigger than it is?
Yeah, well, a whole lot of chills like I have right now. It's a different feeling, man, just coming out and, playing college, fortunate enough to play college baseball and all the games that I was able to win and be a part of there at the championships. Nothing really feels like Friday night football, especially here in the state of Georgia. When you have a matchup like this to this caliber with all these great players and fans here, everybody's focused on this game. The whole state is watching this game tonight. So, man, the feeling is unbeatable. I always tell the kids, make sure you take a moment to take it in because you don't get much of these.
Easy to say, I guess, now in retrospect. Or did you remember catching yourself a few times in high school and saying, man, this is really cool?
Yeah, I did. And, Coach Britt always made sure to let us know before we came out of those doors, hey, before we get going, take a minute and look around. And he really hammered that home. Like, take this moment in. He preached, hey, it's just another football game and to go out and do your job. But in these bigger moments, he did tell us, make sure you take some mental photos and take this in because this is cool. And it sure is.
Sitting in school all week, I imagine. Yeah. How much are you anticipating a game like this? So
a week of school feels like about a month of school on football games like tonight. So I know these guys are ready. They're antsy. Hopefully they'll come out playing fast.
Yeah, BC appears mostly healthy. Looks like DeBerry Green not suited up. Liam Hogan, who's one of the captains, he is in street clothes, and so he will not play. Other than that, I think the cadets are at full strength. I did not see who won it. Did BC win the toss? I had my head down, and I've gotten in a bad habit of doing that and seeing who. Looks like they're talking to the Ware County Gators right now. We'll see what happens when they get turned around.
We must be in a TV timeout before the kickoff, right?
Apparently so. It looks like BC will have one. He's going to tap Antonio Hanson man on the shoulder. They want it, and they will defer. Oh, no, they're going to get the football.
All right.
So BC's going to get the ball first. Chance for that offense to jump right out on the field and get after it. And I know that's something, again, I know Coach Britt has gone back and forth. Usually he has told me in the past, hey, we'd like to play defense first, but there's been scenarios where, like, you know what? Let's take the ball first and get something started. So BC's going to get the ball first. Waiting for everybody to get back there behind the banners. And we'll be just about ready to go here from Memorial Stadium. BC's going to be wearing all gray tonight. Gray pants, gray tops, those gray helmets, maroon numbers trimmed up in white. Ware County in the gold pants, white tops, green numbers, and those gold helmets across the way. And a great crowd on hand. Did you ever wear the grays?
No, we did not. I wish we did. They look very clean.
That was one I think a lot of folks really liked, the maroon and the white, and then when the grays came in, it took a few folks a few minutes to get used to it, but a nice look for them as well.
Yeah, they look very good. Wow, what a crowd.
And we got both teams out here ready to go. Again, it is probably half to 60% full on the Ware County side. So a lot of folks making the drive from Waycross. A lot of folks said, hey, coming to this game, I don't even have a dog in the fight, so to speak. Just want to see one of the best games you're going to see in the state of Georgia tonight. So the cadets are on the field. They will send Rasheed Matthews back deep. And it looks like Houston Jackson is going to join him. Let's see who the Gators have kicking this football. As you would imagine, with the roster, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. We're going to go with William Bates to kick this ball off for Ware. Everybody set. We are ready to go. Kicking left to right. High up the left hash. Going to come down. This is going to be Rashawn Matthews at the 10. 15 works near side. Cuts back at the 20. Still on his feet. 25. Still pushing and still moving. And the stack's finally going to stop out there at the 27. So a nice return for Rashawn Matthews and good field position here for BC to start.
Yeah, great return right there. Good cut back up the middle, too, to get a couple 5 more yards.
So Luke Kromenhoek is going to lead the Cadets out here on the field for their first offensive possession. Gators, of course, almost a mirror image of what BC wants to do. They'll have the 3 down linemen, 4 backers, 4 defensive backs, and they are fast, sideline to sideline, and they don't mind playing physical either. Luke will come out in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide receivers here to the near side. 1 receiver pulled in tight, top of the formation. 3-man front for Ware. And they'll motion Rashawn Matthews. Luke will flare it out to him at the 25, and a nice open field tackle by number 22, Kendra Stanley. And that's what we're talking about, running sideline to sideline, and that time trying to hit the edge and just couldn't get there.
Yeah, that's going to be it's going to be tough to get outside of those guys. So if we can get our guys to get those blocks sealed off and maybe cut up the inside, we'll get some gains.
Right back at it on 2nd and 10. Stack receivers either side. Here's Luke. Straight drop, looks out short and in and out of the hands. Zach Edwards was underneath at the 30, a little too tall, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Ware's goal here is going to be to get off the field. So even on these long 3rd downs, we've got the playmakers to make it. We've got to convert these right here.
What do you think Coach DePhillips is looking to do here? Get underneath and find some space, or?
Well, early in the game, you just want to get the ball out of Luke's hands, get him comfortable and settled in, settle him down a little bit with the jitter. So let's see if he can get it out of his hands.
Kromenhoek out of the gun here on 3rd. A flag flies. He dumps it underneath. Going to be caught. Rashawn Matthews up the left sideline. 40, 50, 45, 40, wow. 35, 30. He's going to go. Another flag comes out, and he's going to score, but I think there's a flag here on the near side at the 25. A lot of the BC coaches think this one's coming back, and another flag at the other 25. Great one-handed grab by Rashawn Matthews. Unfortunately, this is coming back.
What an incredible catch. That is going to be one for the highlight tape, whether it's coming back or not. Wow.
Just ran a little drag route underneath, and Luke hit him.
Ware bringing a little pressure right there. Luke was able to step up in the pocket and drop it in right in there for him. See what this flag is.
We have 2, 1 at each 25, so 1 came out. I don't know if that's a sideline warning on BC. It looks like that's what they're telling them was the one here on the far 25 to our left.
Coach Britt's not a fan of the sideline warnings. I've been a part of those before.
Illegal shift against BC. Ooh. So that'll mark them up 5. Get a sideline warning against BC as well. So that won't cost you, but and it's easy to get excited, I guess, and creep a little bit up into that white paint area. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 15 from the BC 22. Do you go right back to that, or?
Well, again, it's still early. There's going to be mistakes made early in this game by both sides, right? So maybe just get something here.
3rd and 15, Twins here to the bottom of the formation. 1 receiver up top. It's going to be Bubba Frazier. They'll put Samuel out in motion. He goes in the slot. Here's the snap. Kromenhoek got some time. Nice blocking up front. Goes underneath a little too wide. He was looking for Bryce Baker cutting underneath and incomplete.
Good coverage right there by Ware.
BC's going to have to punt the football. So first series, your thoughts, kind of what you got out of that? I know you didn't. You went backwards, but what are you thinking now?
Well, it's what you expect, right? Can't forget these guys are high school kids, right? They're excited, they're pumped up, they're amped. Obviously, we had an illegal formation there that set us back. Otherwise, we had a good play ready to roll. Just came back. So hopefully our defense can get out there, punch them in the mouth, and get the ball back quick.
Connor Ferguson stands back at the BC 8-yard line. 11:05 to go here in the first. And Connor handling both the place kicking and the punting here for the Cadets.
Make sure we get this here.
Good snap. And a high hanging punt is going to come down at the Ware 42. Right back up towards midfield and spun around the 45. Still breaking tackles at the 40 and brought down at the 36-yard line. A nice return there by the Gators. That was number 7, Jaden Jones.
Very tough run right there by Jaden Jones.
And now the Gators in great field position in BC territory, something the Cadets haven't faced a whole lot. Again, Jenkins didn't cross midfield last week. Only a couple possessions for Westminster got down into BC territory. They were able to hold. So right out the gate, Stevie, they're up against it here.
Yep. Defense got their backs on the ropes here. Let's see if they can punch back.
New quarterback for Ware County is junior quarterback Luke Hooks. He's got 5 wides. Trips here to the right. Off the left hash is Hooks by himself. And about 6 guys for Ware took off.
Good start.
And that'll move them back 5.
This is what we're talking about pregame, man. This crowd, they can really be effective. A lot of times these guys aren't ready to play in environments like this with the noise level and all that. So if they can stay excited and involved in this game, they can make a difference.
Push it back to the BC 41. It'll be 1st and 15. 10:49 to go here in the first. Same formation. They'll just back it up 5 yards. Here's Hooks. I think a receiver left early again. No call in the slot. Just a stop and catch route. Spinning out of tackles and a first down is Jasper Bolds. And that was just a 7-yard turnaround. Throw it to me.
Yep. Sitting down in the zone coverage right there. He found a spot and broke a tackle. So
that'll be 1st down and 10 from the BC 24. Cadets again in the 3-4 alignment. They'll walk I think that's 3rd Scroggins with his hand in the dirt here on the near side. Trips here to the near side of the field. And here's the snap. The give inside one of us, Dennis. Oh, man, he makes a man missing the hole and a nice tackle. Coming up from his safety spot as Antonio Hansen, man, sticks him at the 20. But Dejon Dennis, nice hard run, and Ware's got 2 good backs that can do that.
Very patient run right there. Very, very patient. Our D-line is going to be very good. We're going to be able to get penetration. Need those linebackers and safeties to step up.
Twins either side for Hooks now. Dennis to his left. Now they'll motion Dennis out of there, take the snap, and looking, and underneath in his zone and dropped.
Another opportunity right there for Ware, man. They're sitting down in that zone coverage.
And that was Quentin Orange who dropped the football. He just sat down there looking to try to throw some stuff underneath.
Yep. Trying to get those quick gains right now, trying to settle in, quiet the crowd.
3rd down and 6 here for Ware early. Big stop for BC if they can get it. Now they'll shift some guys. BC jumped. Tried a little late line shift, and it got him off sides, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So that is a huge offsides penalty against the Cadets.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt. But we got 3rd and 1 here. Again, good penetration right here by the D-line, hopefully. They're bringing in their guys.
Actually, from where the ball's set, it's going to be 3rd and about 6 inches maybe.
Yeah, bringing in the heavy-duty package here.
And it looks like they're just going to direct snap this to Dennis and let him do work. He's going to wildcat it up. He's got a dude wearing 58 to one side and another big guy to his left. Here's the snap. He'll run it to that left side, cut it back inside. He'll have the 1st down. BC closes it down quickly, but again, Cam Cody with the tackle, but not a lot he had to get that 1st down. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the BC 13-yard line. 9:56 to go here in the first. First possession of the ball game for Ware County.
Pretty good job right here by Ware County coming in, being very, very poised and moving the ball down the field.
Twins either side here for Hooks. He's got a running back to his left. I believe that's Boyd. Here's the snap, looking. Hooks got all kinds of time. Over the middle, incomplete. Collision in the end zone. I think that was Makai Williams in the coverage for BC. Now bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Williams was waiting on that one. A little bit overthrown by the quarterback, but he was there ready for it.
Ware's going to run on Dennis late. Twins to either side. The snap. Hooks looking for that wheel route. Nothing doing. He'll step up in the pocket and carry it. 10-5, leaning. He's not going to get there. He's going to have a 1st down at the 1. And that was just one where BC was spread out trying to cover. And Hooks tucked it and got the 1st down. They're going to take Hooks out. Going to go jumbo again. And I think, Stevie, everybody in the stadium knows who's about to carry this football.
Oh, yeah. Yep, they got the same jumbo package in that 3rd and short.
Here's Dennis. He'll run straight ahead off the right side and bounce it outside. And there's a touchdown, Ware County, and they lead it 6-0. And the train horn sounds. For all the railroad tracks there in Waycross. That train just went 42 yards for a touchdown. 6-0, 9:06 to go in the first. And they will trot out William Bates for the point after to make it 7-0 here early. And they're going to back him up here. Ware got a little too close on the extra point. So Dejon Dennis, 1-yard touchdown runs, got Ware on the board here first with 9:06 to go. The point after from Bates is on the way, and it is right through there and good. 7-0. Ware County leads it over BC early on here in the first. We'll step aside. Thanks for listening along here on WatchBCSports.com. Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Ware County strikes first. They lead it 7-0. Again, we are audio only here for the home games per Benedictine's request. Here is the kick left to right. Up the left side, going to come down at the 10, 15. Rashawn Matthews at the 20, finds a hole, 25, comes back to right side 30, and slips and falls. Tripped up by the kicker at the 35. And a good return once again. BC's going to have good field position. So now Stevie gave them a short field. They capitalized. Now BC's turn to answer.
Yeah, again, very impressive first drive by Ware County. I know our defense is down there making some adjustments right now, but now it's time for the offense to fight back, punch back here, and put some points on the board.
So 1st and 10 here for Benedictine. They went 3 and out, went backwards last drive. After a penalty, I guess -5 yards the last possession. Here's Luke, shotgun. They'll give to Nasir Samuel. Off the right side, Nas finds a hole, 40, 41. Give him a gain of 6 on first down. Just got behind that right tackle and stuck his foot in the ground that time, Stevie.
Yeah, that's where I like our matchup here in this game, just sticking our foot in the ground and going right gap to gap, right between the ends. I think they're very fast side to side. Not that we're not fast, but I think we got the advantage up the middle.
Cadets will put trips here to the near side of the field. LaDon Bryant soloed up top. Luke stays in that gun. Here's the snap. They'll throw underneath. Going to be caught. This is Bubba Frazier. Spins outside. Makes a man miss. 45. And knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's enough for a first down. Give him a gain of about 7 and move the chains. First down of the night for BC.
Yeah, very good job by Luke right there, getting the ball out quick to his playmaker and letting make a guy miss and getting to the edge for the first down.
8:21 to go here in the first. Ware leads it 7-0. Twins either side. Now they'll put Ack Edwards in motion. He'll go over to the right of the H-back. Here's the snap. They give to Nasir. Off the right side, gets a block, 50, 45, and he's brought down. He fumbled the football. Was he down? Officials say no. Fumbled the football. It's going to be Ware ball. Boy, I thought that ball came out when he kind of smacked the 45, but the officials say no. And so costly turnover is going to give Ware the ball back up. They mark it at the 48 of Ware County, and a big turnover there early.
Yep, big turnover. Need our defense right here to get it back. That's what they're out there for. So make some adjustments right here on this drive and get the ball back.
1st and 10 for Ware. They trot their offense out. Trip receivers. They'll put to the right. Hooks in there by himself. Twins up top. BC going to shift. Here's the snap. Hooks. Buys his time. Got hit as he throws over the middle. Deep and has a man. And 5 and touchdown. Complete to number 17, Quentin Orange. And a 52-yard touchdown hookup. Right down the middle of the field that time, Stevie. That was just hit the hash marks and go.
Yeah, they took that inside slot guy and ran him right down the middle of the field. And we had a couple of guys there. He just outran him.
So Ware County, one play, 52 yards. And they are up 13-0. Could be 14-0 here with the Bates extra point. And that's 2 quick scores.
Very good throw right there by Ware County's quarterback. Impressive first couple of drives for those guys.
So if you're BC, Stevie, offensively, obviously you've got to settle down. We're moving the football and just fumbled it there to end the drive. But
yeah, well, we've been here before, and this is something we're not here often, but we've been here before. So these guys know, Luke knows his defense, his offense. They know how to handle the ball. They know how to play in environments like this. We've been here year in, year out. So they just need to settle in right here. Got a long football game left, so they'll be fine.
7:59 to go. Bates with the point after to make it 14-0 Ware County here early on. The snap, the kick is up and right down the middle. Good kick by Bates. It's 14-0 BC. And now, as Stevie said, hey, been here before? Got to trust your offense, trust your play calling.
Let the playmakers make plays.
Absolutely. And again, folks, forget maybe already you did have what would have been about an 80-yard touchdown pass called back.
Yep.
Due to a false start. So,
well, even last week against Westminster, we go up early. They end up putting together a really good quarter, making a little bit of a run back. We were able to hold them. Same situation here, just on the opposite side of the ball, right? We're behind a little bit. We've got to put together some drives, get some stops, and we're right back in this game.
Must have missed a flag at the end of the touchdown because Ware County is going to be kicking it off from the BC 45. So unless they pooch kick this, I'm going to guess it's going to be 1st and 10 out of the 20 for BC. $14-0, 7:59 to go here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us here on what is a beautiful Friday night. A little onside squib kick. It's loose. It goes by, and did Ware County fall on it? Did it go out of bounds? It is BC ball. Boy, that was dangerous.
Very close there.
And not sure who the wide defender was there for BC, but didn't get a mid on it, and it kind of bounced around a little bit.
Yeah, it had a funky bounce there at the end. I think the ball rolled out of bounds in our favor, though, which helps. But, man, that was close.
Be up the 25-yard line of BC. And now they'll trot out and try to make something happen here. 1st and 10. And a silenced BC crowd here early, wanting their team to make something happen here in the first quarter.
Back under center we go.
That flex bone look. And here's the snap. Luke will give it on the end around. This is Rashawn Matthews across the 30. Just followed his blockers nicely that time. Left side out to the 32-yard line. Give him a gain of 8 on first down. They'll give him the 33, so 2nd and 2.
Doing a really good job with that O-line, getting that initial front push, and doing a good job with the run game. Once they close down on that, we'll have to play action and open it up and pass.
Twins right, one here to the near side for Luke. He'll take the snap, looking here near side, throws it short. Ack Edwards going to catch it, turn, spin, 39, close to the 40-yard line. That's a first down. Give Ack a gain of 5. And they just kind of snuck him underneath and curled him back outside.
Not a lot of room there for Ack to work. Made something out of nothing. Good job by Luke to get it out early.
Same formation here for BC. Straight drop for Luke. Over the middle has a man. Bubba Frazier, 40, and down at the 38-yard line of Ware County. Just a quick slant wrap, and Luke hit him right in the chest, and Bubba did the rest. First down for BC.
Great play call right there.
Cadets are going to line up quickly. They'll put a tight end to the right side. Rashawn Matthews in tight there as well. Now they'll put Rashawn out wide. And Luke's got man coverage way out there with Rashawn. Now they'll move Ack around. They'll give it to Ack on the end around. He'll cut back inside, lean towards the 36 to 35-yard line. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 there on first down. And they continue to try to work the belly there a little bit, Stevie.
Yeah, those runs, man. I'm telling you, if we can just get up and cut up the field like that, get some open holes, they can bust some runs. They're coming.
Same formation here for the Cadets on second down. They'll move Rashawn in motion here to the near side. Luke looking in the slot, has Ack. He catches it at the 25, spins, hangs on to the ball, and still on his feet. There's 5-6 Gators can't bring him down, and they'll finally blow it dead up at the 22. That's a first down and a gain of 12.
I mean, how fun is it to watch Luke Cromenhawk, man? Just slipping the ball right there in between two guys, throwing it right off the defender's helmet. What a throw.
He makes some of those things look easy. I know you know firsthand how difficult some of those are to put in there.
That's the fun part to watch is playing that position before and having an opportunity to play here. You know how hard those throws are to make, and he just makes it look so easy.
4 receivers short side of the field for Luke. He's looking that way. Man in his face, going to go to Rashawn Matthews, too strong. Had a little pressure in his face that time. Had to let go of it a little sooner, but they were trying to sneak Rashawn up the left side.
Yeah,
a little too strong.
They stick to that man-to-man cover. It's just going to be a long night for their defense. You've got too many weapons spread out for that.
So to bring up second down and 10. Ball's on the 23, about 23.5-yard line of Ware County. Now they'll balance out the formation. Twins either side. Nasir Samuel to the left of Cromanhawk. Luke looking right. Has some time. We'll cut it back. He's just going to tuck it. 20 outside. Nice block at the 15. At the 10 and out of bounds. Great decision by Luke Cromanhawk, and give Ack Edwards a lot of credit that time. Stevie, a little seal-off block there. Got Luke about 5 extra yards.
Yeah, I don't know why they're not spying him, knowing that he's got legs underneath him. They're right there sitting back in his zone defense with no spy, and Luke was able to take advantage of it. Smart decision to get out of bounds and not try to run him over either.
And we got an official's timeout on the field, not sure for what. Ware was running a man off the field, and then the official paused for time. It's first and goal for BC from the 10. Now Luke's going to check back, change the play. Now they're ready to go. They put Twins over to the right. Here's the snap. Cromanhawk looking to the right. Pump fakes. Now going to roll out that way. Trying to buy some time. Oh, puts his foot in the dirt. At the 10. At the 5. Slides down. Boy, he put that right foot in the turf and just cut inside the defender who was trying to get outside contain and got 5 yards on the carry. It'll be second and goal. Ware's got a man down.
That's how special Luke Cromanhawk is. I'm over here telling him to throw it away because that's what I would have needed to do, right? And he's over here putting his foot in the ground, getting a 5-yard gain out of nothing.
And he kind of floated out trying to buy time, and all of a sudden you're staring at a defensive end trying to knock your head off.
He did. He dang sure did try to take his head off. But I tell you what, man, what a special player Luke is.
How important of a skill is that? I know you had to do it as your time, but buying time as a quarterback to let some of these things that maybe initially are covered kind of develop a little bit.
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, again, when you're playing a team like this, a very fast defense, you don't have a lot of time back there no matter how good your offensive line is. So there's that clock going off in your head that you either got to get rid of the ball or make something happen. So it's important to have good feel back there. Luke obviously has it, and it's definitely going to carry over to the next level when he's playing against those ACC defenses too.
Weird defender up and walking off gingerly, trying to see who that is. Looks like it's number 59, Marquand Washington.
Yeah, he came in there hot trying to get after Luke. Fortunately for us, Luke was able to get down before he could get to him.
I'll have you talked about that a little bit later, about the quarterback slide and knowing somebody's coming.
Yep.
Cadets are going to go to that flex bone look. One wide receiver is LaDon Bryant here to the near side. Here's the snap. End around coming. This is Rashawn Matthews, and he'll get bottled up back at the 6. Lose one. Good pursuit by Ware County. Charles Johnson with the tackle. And it'll be third down and goal for the Cadets.
You're down here in the red zone. You got to do a really good job, especially in these games, of taking care of the football. Obviously, we want to score a touchdown, but right here, points is the most important thing.
4:44 and rolling here in the first quarter. Bubba Frazier will check back in the game. It looks like Ware's content to play maybe man up on the outside against these BC receivers. They'll put Ack in motion. Here's the snap. Luke looking to Frazier. Thought about it. Now rolls near side. Still looking, trying to buy some time. He'll turn the corner at the 5, at the 4, sticks his foot in the ground, leans towards the 3. Maybe they give him the 2, and it'll be fourth and goal. And now decision time. I know you said points are important. Fourth and goal from the 2. Are you going for this?
Yes. We have a quarterback who's really, really good. We've got some really good weapons and a great offensive line, so why not?
We've got the kick team huddled up here near side. Nobody's run out there yet. They're checking back. I think Danny Britt's waiting to make the call. Looks like they're going to go for this. Wilkes Albert, Bryce Baker, Jeremiah Thomas coming in. BC's going jumbo themselves. And wouldn't be surprised if they give Bryce this football. 8 on the play clock. Got to get lined up. 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap. They'll toss it to Bryce Baker. He goes right side. 2, 1. Did BC call timeout before the play? Bryce would have got there.
Coach Britt had the Danny Britt sprint down there. Got the timeout on time. Smart timeout there. I don't think we were ready. lining up late. Hindsight's always 20/20 on those things, but I think if we get the right play call here and make it easier on ourselves.
And ball's officially marked at the 3. I think they were going to run the toss to Bryce, which you do, and I think had he not called timeout, I think he stuck the ball over and would have had the touchdown.
Yeah.
But as you said, it was a hurried offensive set because they didn't get lined up until about 5 seconds. And
yeah, we've done a good job on this drive. We've taken time off the clock. We've controlled the ball. We've done everything we wanted to with their defense up to this point. So now it's important to finish it and execute, get the momentum back on our side for our defense.
So coming out of the timeout, it'll be 4th down and goal from the 3. Ware County leads it 14-0. 3:28 to go here in the first. Pretty close to a full house. It is full on the near side here.
It's overflowing over here.
Yeah. And a great crowd from Waycross made the trip, and now looks like BC changed their mind. They're going to kick the field goal. This will be Connor Ferguson, a 20-yard attempt out of the hold of Houston Jackson from the right hash. So the timeout maybe talked themselves out of it. But all important points. Here's the snap. The kick from Ferguson is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the right. And that's tough. Stevie, you drive all the way down there. Maybe had a touchdown play called. You tried a field goal and come away with nothing.
Yeah, those are the ones that hurt. But again, you got to get in these situations early on in the season, for the longevity of our season, right? You're going to face this eventually. It's better to face it now than never. So hopefully our guys can get back out there and just keep punching. We got to punch back.
And defensively, I imagine those guys out there know, hey, we got to make a play here on this drive to get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean,
even if it's 3 and out, but
yeah, I mean, they were one and done the last drive. They made a really, really good play. The quarterback made a good throw. Receiver got himself open. So we just got to settle in, take away the big plays, minimize their gains, and take advantage of the turnovers, and we can get them.
3:23 to go here in the first. Ware County leads it 14-0 over the BC Cadets. And again, a fast start, short field, short score for the first drive, about a 42-yard drive for Ware County. Then get the ball back on a BC fumble, as you just heard Stevie say, one play, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And that's been the Ware scoring thus far. So BC's not been able to get off the field defensively. Now would be a great time to do just that as they come back out there. And again, kind of a busted play. Maybe not a busted play, but just a great play by Ware County last time to score the touchdown. Defensively, they didn't play poorly on that first drive, just kind of 4 or 5 yards here and there, and they kind of worked their way down the field.
Yeah, they did a good job. They had guys sitting down in the zone coverage with their pass game. They had some very patient runs, rushing-wise, and they got really good players. And we just got to go in there and do a good job of containing their guys, minimize those big gains, and keep the touchdown. I mean, make them kick extra point or field goals, right? We don't want touchdowns.
We got a little longer timeout here than normal for the TV guys to get it all sorted out. We appreciate you being along here with us, listening to the radio call of the ball game. 14-0 Ware over BC, our score.
Man, what a beautiful night.
Absolutely. Couldn't ask for a better night in September to play football.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night. It's an absolute blessing to be here tonight, man. This is awesome.
And again, you've went through those battles in high school right here for the Cadets.
Absolutely.
And when you won the state championship, I know you kind of said, hey, we were back then, if I remember, you said, hey, we hope we started something. And a couple of state championships later, Cadets going for 3 in a row.
Yeah.
You certainly did just that.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. Came in with Coach Britt to start something special. My freshman year was his first year here, and he's still doing it to this day, man. It's awesome. Very thankful to have been a part of that time.
So here we go, out of the timeout. Here's Hooks out of a shotgun. Cadets will shift along the defensive front, and they will give it off the left side to Dennis. And BC going to try to string him out at the 25. They'll give him forward progress to the 26. So give him 6 yards on first down. And I know Coach Britt spoke earlier this week on the Danny Britt Show about those running backs, saying, look, they're both about 6 foot, 200, 215 pounds. You'll take that in high school football every day of the week.
There's a lot of Division I schools out there that'll take that.
Yeah.
Physical runners, man. Very patient as well.
So 2nd down and 4. Here's the snap. And the give to
Slipped
Dennis.
up.
Cadets.
Oh,
The ball's loose. And did the Cadets get it back? I think Dennis was able to corral it back in. A couple of Cadets saying they have it. Dennis and Hooks were both going for the football with the cadet. I think the Gators did get it back.
We just haven't had one go our way yet. We've lost one. They lost one there, and they were able to get it back. We're close. It's coming.
Third down, and we'll call it 7 here for Ware County from their own 23. And now Ware County will check back for a play update. 2:04 to go here in the first. Here's the snap. Hooks looking to his left. Forced outside. Now rolls here to the near side. Directing traffic. Throws to a man up. There it is. It's going to be picked off. Makai Williams at the 35. He's still on his feet and down at the 32-yard line. Good call, Stevie Powers.
There it is.
Hooks just floated one up there. Makai Williams playing that safety spot. Just stepped in front and got the interception. 1st and 10 from the Ware 32.
Yep, it was coming, man. I'm telling you, we can keep getting to these guys. Just keep punching, keep making the quarterback get outside of his comfort zone. They'll turn it over. Right there was a great example of it. Now it's time for the offense to execute.
So a momentum-changing play there for BC and Makai Williams. As Croman Hawk will lead the troops out once again. He'll put 2 receivers to his right. Nasir Samuel now in a pistol formation behind Luke. They'll put trips now to the right. A little flea flicker to Luke. Luke's got a man up the right side. It's Rayshawn Matthews. Touchdown! Deep toward the end zone. What a throw! 32 yards. Luke Cromanhawk hit Rayshawn Matthews in stride back in the end zone. That's the way you answer, Stevie Powers.
That's how you answer. Big play right there. Great call. Those DBs bit hard on that run, too.
Unbelievable pitch and catch. Once they went with the flea flicker, you could see it open on the backside, and Luke found it. 14-6. BC leads it. Connor Ferguson on here for the point after. Here's the snap and the kick. That one is right through there, and now we have ourselves a ball game, Stevie Powers. 14-7, 1:37 to go here in the first. We'll step aside quickly. Thanks for listening here to WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. 32-yard touchdown pass, Luke Cromanhawk to Rashawn Matthews. And it's 14-7, Cadets within a touchdown. And that got the home crowd woken up here in a big way as the Cadets finally put some points on the board. 97 seconds to go here in the first. Kevin Thomas and Stevie Powers here with you. Connor Ferguson going to tee it up at the 40-yard line, and he will kick it from right to left for the first time here in the ballgame.
Great job right there by BC. Taking a shot, first play right off a turnover. I love that.
They ran the old flea flicker, and Nas kind of disappeared into that offensive line and tossed it back. Here's Ferguson's kick up the left hash, and that's going to go way back in the end zone.
That is a boomer right there.
It's such a weapon. We talk about it every week. This is a kid who made his first kick in high school football in the opening week of the season. Got an offer from Coastal Carolina in the summer kicking circuit, and he has got a big old leg.
Pat Parker doing a heck of a job down there with those special teams guys, man. That is such a weapon to have in high school football. You know, a lot of teams, you see high school football teams all the time, when they score a touchdown, they're going for 2 because they don't have a kicker. And when you can have one that puts the offense back on the 20 to start every time, I mean, that's special.
1st and 10 here for Ware County on their own 20. And here's the snap, the give inside to Dennis. Wilkes Albert hit him as he came through the hole. He'll lean ahead to the 34, or 24, excuse me. And Wilkes Albert, one of those linebackers, just has the nose for the football. So it'll be 2nd down. They'll give him 3.
Got a guy hobbling off over there for Ware.
Oh, it's Dennis, the running back. He gets off the field, so we'll see if that affects him the rest of the way. 5 receivers now in the formation for Ware. Hooks by himself. He'll take the snap, looking in the slot. It is caught and immediately tackled at the 26-yard line.
great adjustment right there by our defense, man. They're throwing those short curls on us, which is fine, but we just got to get them down as soon as they catch it.
Bryce Baker, Wilkes Albert making the tackle. And now a big third down play here for this Cadets defense. One play, you score a touchdown, go 3 and out, get the ball back. You got a lot of the momentum.
Absolutely.
35 seconds to go in the quarter. Ware's going to have to snap the football. And they're going to take a timeout here. So they know kind of a big moment here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You get stopped here, you're going to give BC the ball. Probably fairly good field position unless it gets a monster roll off this turf. And then you're kind of in the position the Cadets were trying to hold serve here and get the momentum back.
Well, Ware knows. I mean, they just saw it. We can score extremely fast, right? So for them, they've got to get the ball. It's a field position game at this point, especially with both of these two good teams. So with the quarter winding down, getting ready to go into the second quarter, this is a big play for them. They got to convert on this third down. If not, they've got to get a good punt off.
So obviously a big third down play here for Ware early. And the Gators will break the huddle. Again, we'll kind of see where Dejon Dennis is. He hobbled off the field. He's not back out there. They got Johnson in there. Or excuse me, R.J. Boyd. R.J. Boyd, another one of those nice-looking running backs for the Gators. 3rd down and 4. Here's the snap. Hooks looking. He'll throw in the slot. It's going to be caught by Orange. He'll have the first down at the 35. Spin ahead to the 36 before he's wrapped up by Maxwell and Wilkes Albert. And move the chains for Ware. I don't know if they'll run another play or if they'll just let this thing wind down to the second quarter.
Ware doing a really good job on these shorter routes.
8 seconds to go. Let's see if the Gators get one off here. 4 seconds. The snap to Hooks. He'll fake it to Boyd. Throw it out in the slot. This is Orange again. Caught, stuck immediately by Mekhi Williams up at the 43-yard line, but not before he gets a gain of 8. That'll take us to the end of the quarter. 12 minutes in the books. Ware County 14, BC 7. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and
Reminder, coming up after the game, we will have our Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game, but we got a lot of football left to go in this one. We go to the second quarter, 14-7. Ware County leads BC. Everything you would kind of hope for from this standpoint in a championship slugfest. Stevie Powers, two teams throwing haymakers at each other, is how you respond.
Exactly. How can you contain those haymakers, right, and how can you punch back? So far so good on our end. Obviously, not the score we want right now, but the momentum has seemed to shift back in our direction, so we got to get off the field here, get our offense back in possession of the ball.
It'll be 2nd down and 1 as we start the second quarter. And again, we'll keep you updated on Dejon Dennis for Ware County. They're starting running back, but again, R.J. Boyd, no slouch himself. Haven't seen him carry the ball a whole lot here so far in the first 12 minutes. And it seems like Ware's kind of, we see it week to week, they're just going to hit you with the quick stuff and try to get their receivers, playmakers in space to get one over on you.
Yeah, well, we saw it early in the game. You know, first couple plays, they're running those dives up the middle, 4 or 5 yards. They're running those slant routes, 4 or 5 yards. They're sitting down in the zone coverage, and then, boom, they pop you for the 52-yard touchdown. So you just got to continue to be disciplined, especially against a team that's that good. Continue to be disciplined. Don't let the guys get behind you. Just keep the ball in front of you. And when they catch the ball, you got to tackle them.
Gators still huddled up on the far sideline. And they will work right to left here in quarter number 2. BC obviously will now work left to right. And a great crowd tonight here for, hands down, I said one of the best games. No, hands down, this is the best game in the state of Georgia tonight between these two teams. Doesn't get much bigger in high school football, number 1 versus number 1.
Yep.
And something special about it, you just don't get to see that very often.
No, not at all. I mean, all eyes, we talked about this before the game, all eyes are right here in Savannah, Georgia tonight.
So now the Gators are ready. R.J. Boyd will be in there at running back. He'll be back there with Luke Hooks. Trips to the top of the formation. He'll put a tight end over to the right as well. So strong side over there to the right for Ware County. Now Hooks talking to his offensive line. 2nd down and 1. Late shift for BC up front, and they'll go to R.J. Boyd, and he gets met in the hole, but I think he's going to have enough for the first down. Cam Cody, Jeremiah Thomas got some early hands on him, but I don't know. He is right at the sticks. Are they going to measure this? Oh, they're going to say it's third. Well, he needed the 45. They put the ball across the 45, and they're going to say it's 3rd down. So if they do nothing, they have the first down according to the sticks. And I think Danny Britt's asking the same question. How can it be 3rd down and you put the ball in front of the sticks? I mean, that doesn't make sense.
It's a very favorable Ware spot there, for sure.
They're going to give him a first down. And now Danny Britt saying, wait a minute. And he is upset about that. It was not a good spot. According to, and you can see Danny Britt pleading his case. And I know you see that week to week, Steve. It's like the stick says you're behind the 45. You spot the ball in front of the 45, and they just go with that. It's 1st down and 10 here for the Gators. Danny Britt rightfully with steam coming out of the ears here on that one. Here's the snap. Hooks. He'll flare it out. This is Dennis back in there. Nicely read by BC. Bryce Baker hits him in the backfield, and he might get the 45.
Bryce Baker's winning that matchup out in the open field 10 times out of 10. He knows how to tackle.
We'll call it 2nd down and 11 for Ware County. They push the ball on the other side of the 45.
So many talented players all over the field tonight.
Twins either side here for Ware County. Hooks, little play action. He'll wind it up, go deep up the right side. Has a man. BC well covered. Intercepted! Intercepted on the far sideline. That was Makai Williams just playing man-to-man.
Perfectly. Wow.
Speak to what he did there.
Yeah, right there. I mean, they've been hitting us short. And when they're trying to bait us. They go play action, throw it deep. We're there. That's the discipline that we talk about, that Coach Britt hammers into these guys week in and week out. Pays off right there for us.
Ball kind of thrown into the middle of the field, so Makai kind of ran into it. Almost if he was the receiver, it was right there for him. So 1st and 10 for BC. They'll be backed up here, but have the ball back.
Williams would make an incredible center fielder. He can go up.
So Cadets will start on their own 9-yard line with 10:42 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Luke will come out in the shotgun, and he'll motion the man across the formation. Here's the snap. Inside give, straight ahead. Going to be Nasir Samuel. He'll get across the 10. And they'll give him the 11, gain of 2 on 1st down. And this is pretty simple play calling here. Just get away from the end zone.
Yeah. Be a little conservative here. Get the ball out, pushing towards our side of the field. Start taking some shots. We also want to take, that was a long 1st quarter. We want to take a little bit of time off the clock here, move the ball a little bit, continue to keep the momentum on our side.
2nd down and 8. Here's Luke. He'll give to Nas again, try to bounce it off the left side. The stack will roll. A flag comes flying in late, maybe a half a yard. And thrown from the side judge, so not sure what he saw in there. Could either be a hold against BC or maybe a face mask in the stack there. Personal foul, face mask against Ware County. So that'll move it 15. And now you're off the goal line a little bit.
I think that's the first Ware County flag of the night. Comes at a big time.
So that moves the ball all the way out to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for BC there, and that'll open up the playbook a little bit. He'll motion Nasir Samuel out of the backfield. Luke by himself, looking, got time over the middle. Caught Ack Edwards underneath and drug out of bounds at the 29.5-yard line. Maybe give him 2 there on 1st down.
Tell you what, we talked too about how fast this Ware defense is. I mean, we got a great receiving core. We've got 3, 4, 5 guys that can really go out there and get the football. Ware is doing a phenomenal job right now in coverage causing Luke to have to check down to that underneath receiver.
Second down, maybe they give him 3 on the reception. Second down is 7 here for BC. Luke looking, he tried to go near side, got wrapped up, gets the ball out, incomplete, and that was a heads-up play by Luke Cromenhawk. Almost got sacked. Another defender jumped right on him, and Luke got the ball out. I think he had Ack Edwards just kind of standing out there in the flat and threw it at his feet to avoid the sack. It'll be 3rd and 7. And that's one you have to learn, I guess, with time, Stevie, to make a play like that, because a lot of quarterbacks early might just say, I got to eat this and go down, or fling it up over the middle.
Yep, and a lot of times when you fling it up over the middle, it doesn't turn out how you want it to. So great play by Luke. So
3rd and 7. Luke's got time. He comes in the slot. Has caught LaDon Bryant at the 42. Shoved down at the 43. That's a first down. And a nice gain of about 13 yards on 3rd down for BC. Move the chains.
LaDon is such a big physical guy. I mean, just so long, can go up and get it. Special player. Good target to have as a quarterback.
8:54, clock rolls. BC with the football. And they are on the march again. Here's the give. Inside, straight ahead. And Nasir Samuel lowered the boom on the big middle linebacker, Johnson, and rolled him up there at the 45 and pushed him out to the 47 of BC. Give him a gain of about 4 on first down.
That's a message right there.
You think of Nas with the speed, but he flat ran him over. Here's the snap. Luke with a little play action, rolls near side, he's going to tuck it. He's going to run near side at the 50 into Ware County territory at the 49. Give him a couple, maybe 3 yards on second down. It'll be 3rd and short. And that's the athleticism of Luke Cromenhawk right there. Just play action and
nothing's there. Tuck it and run, get a few yards. Can't ask for much more than that out of your quarterback.
3rd down and short. Here's the snap. Inside give. Nasir Samuels got the first down. Cuts inside. 30, 45, 40. Still his feet. Lost the football. Fell back on it. At the 36-yard line of Ware County. That's enough for a first down. Got a hold of that football, Nas. Everybody's heart on the near sideline just jumped out of their chest.
Obviously got a hold on to the football, but phenomenal job following his blockers there. He had the guard coming through on the trap play. Just had his hand on his back, riding him all the way through. Perfect.
1st and 10 from the 36 of Ware. Twins up top, one receiver here to the short side. Here's the snap. Cromenhawk going to give inside at the Bryce Baker, the 30, 20, at the 15. Boy, Bryce Baker, playmaker, breaking ankles at the 30 and the 25. Gets all the way down to the 15, and a big gain by Bryce Baker.
Another incredible trap block right there to clear the hole for Bryce. Good run, very physical.
And Danny Britt talks about the running ability of Bryce Baker. He's like, we need him a lot on defense, but 5 to 6 carries on offense, he can be a big-time difference maker.
And the crazy thing is, on those 5 to 6 carries, he can bust over 100 yards a game.
No pull Ack Edwards in tight. Here's the snap. Cromenhawk trying to run power.
There it is.
Pop pass up and touchdown. Caught back right in the end zone. That's John Lilly. Touchdown pass in the back right end part of the end zone, and BC a point away from tying this thing up.
Little bit of the Tim Tebow there, faking the run. Just got done watching Swamp King, so I remember that play. But, Luke over there running to the right side, acting like he's about to run. He pulls up and tosses it into the back end zone for a touchdown.
Well, they had me fooled. I thought it was quarterback power here to the near side.
Absolutely. But, again, there's the discipline, right? The Ware County comes flying down the field thinking it's quarterback power, and we dump it right behind them.
Nice leak out there by John Lilly to pull in the touchdown. Here's the kick and point after. It's up. It's good. It's 14 to 14. 6:45 to go here in the first half. BC's come roaring back. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com. Welcome here to Memorial Stadium. It's 14-14. BC has come back and tied it here with 6:45. Minor Cadet fans, join the BC Athletic Association today. Visit the BC400.com to view membership benefits and all the positives that come from joining the BC Athletic Association. Also, a couple of dates coming up. September 16th, that's next weekend, is the commissioning at Benedictine. Also, BC Homecoming Carnival is going to be September the 28th, and Alumni Weekend will be the 29th and 30th of September. 14-14, Stevie, that's the way you answer when you get down early.
Yeah, great job punching back.
Connor Ferguson ready to kick this off, and business, as they say, is picked up here at Memorial Stadium. 14-14.
The energy has filled back up in this stadium.
And Ferguson's going to drive it about 8 yards deep in the end zone. And Ware County is going to have it coming out to the 20. And now another huge defensive possession for the Cadets. If you can get off the field and, well, 3 and out would be nice, but
absolutely
get off the field and maybe 3 to 6 plays.
Yeah, avoid a long drive here, get the ball back, go into halftime with a lot of momentum. That's crucial.
And Ware County will get the ball to start the second half. Reminder as well. 6:45 to go here in the first. Here's Hooks. Pulls his receivers in here on the near side. Inside the hash. Here's the snap. Hooks looking all kinds of time over the middle. Finds man short and drops it. Had number 23, Jamario Rice, running the crossing route. And he just dropped it. Threw the ball down around his knees, and it'll be second down at 10.
Yeah, it seemed like Hooks was a little timid there. Felt the pressure from the D-line. Did a good job. Only rushing 3.
You got third Scroggins kind of playing stand-up way out there on the short side of the field. Now they'll check back. Second and 10 here for the Ware County Gators. Now they're ready. 15 on the play clock. Plenty of time. And the snap. Hooks still in that pocket. Throws it up over the middle. Has a man wide open at the 40. And popped by Micaiah Williams at the 43. Is complete to Cole Cox, junior wide receiver for Ware County. And he was wide open, Stevie, out there at the 40.
Yeah, really good route. Just found a spot in our defense over the middle. And they're doing a good job of that, man. They're finding some spots in that zone defense, and we just got to make some adjustments.
First and 10 here. Clock rolls 6.5 to go here before the half. And here's Hooks bringing the Gators up to the line. Trips here to the near side. He'll give it to DeJon Dennis. Tries to bounce it outside and does. And a flag comes in. That's going to be hold against Ware County. I think they were holding up third Scroggins out there trying to make a play. And this one's going to come back. BC had it stretched out there to the far side of the field. And I think they're going to get maybe the right tackle holding third Scroggins out there on the outside.
Sometimes the only thing you can do is hold on to Scroggins. Talk about a physical player. Goodness.
So that'll back it up to the Ware County 34-yard line. It'll be first and 20. And now an advantageous spot here for the Cadet defense. 3-man front here for the Cadets. Hooks trying to roll near side, throws it out in the flat. Dennis caught, spins out of a tackle, and Wilkes Albert hanging on and riding him out of bounds. And there to clean it up is Micaiah Williams right at the sideline. And Wilkes Albert held on to Dennis and wasn't going to let him go. Give him a gain of about 2. It'll be second down and 18.
Great job by Albert right there. Dennis is such a physical guy, hard to bring down. He breaks the first tackle, but hold on to him to minimize the gain. Those are the plays we have to make if we're going to win this football game.
Trips now to the right for Hooks. He'll put Dennis to his right as well. And here's the snap. Hooks, jailbreak screen underneath and gets it to Dennis at the 40, 45, and a touchdown saving tackle by Antonio Hansen. Man, clipped him at the 45. Dennis stumbled out to midfield, and it's going to be third down and about 4.
They definitely missed a clipping call here on the near side of the 50. Wow, right in front of the referee too.
So third down and 4. Cadets are going to walk a couple of linebackers up there. Here's the snap. Hooks looking, flings it out in the flat, in and out of the hands of Boyd. He would have had the first down had he caught it. I think it was, trying to make sure I had it right, I think that was Larson Little jumping up from the linebacker spot. Maybe made him rush it a little bit. on just a little flare pass. It'll be 4th down, and BC is going to get the football back.
D-line was almost able to get the hand on the football there. Might have thrown off the eyesight of their running back.
So it'll be William Bates doing the punting for Ware County, their first punt of the night. And I think it's Makai Williams back deep for BC. Stands at the 21. Here's a snap. Bates takes a hop to his right, and he'll hit it out there. Takes a big roll inside. Oh, no, kind of bounced sideways. I thought it was going to go inside the 10, then kind of bounced sideways and rolled back to the 14. So 4:31 to go here in quarter number 2. BC backed up on their 14, but last couple times they've had the football, Stevie, really been able to do some great things with it.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're making plays. Again, getting the ball out to their playmakers quick. They're spreading the defense out. We're running them side to side. We're running the ball up the middle. It's just opening up all the lanes for our guys to make plays.
As a quarterback, when you know you kind of got that balance and they're guessing defensively, got to feel good when you're out there trying to execute.
Yeah, anytime you can keep them, on their heels rather than on their toes, you feel like you've got a really good opportunity to break one loose. And with our guys, as many as we got, they can do it at any time.
All right, so here come the cadets from the 14. Luke's got trips here to the near side. They'll motion out Nasir Samuel. He's soloed up there. Here's the snap to Luke.
Uh-oh, there he is.
Steps up, has a man over the middle. Rashawn Matthews too strong. And Luke just showing off the arm strength. Didn't even look like he stepped into that one and launched it out there near the 50. And BC's got a man down. Can't see who it is. But cadets were trying to take a shot there.
Yeah, Luke just missing some guys deep.
I think Nas might have been a step or two behind his guy on the top side of that one as well. And it's one of the offensive linemen for BC. Can't see who it is, but he's up on a knee. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the cadets here. But again, taking a deep shot there, Stevie, on 1st down.
Yeah, especially, we're getting late into the first half here. So anytime, we can get our guys out in the secondary past their DBs, we've got an opportunity, especially with a guy who's got an arm like Luke.
Let's see who it was. It wasn't a lineman. It was Ack Edwards.
Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him.
He's standing up on his own here on the near side and jogged off, so it looks like he'll be all right once he kind of gets himself collected. And now we're ready to go. 2nd down and 10 from the BC 14. Tie ball game. 14 apiece. BC now going to go with the flex bone look. I'll take the snap. This is a straight ahead give across the 15, 16, 17-yard line. This is Nasir Samuel. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 7. They'll give him 3. And a big play here with 4 minutes and rolling. You'd like to at least, as Stevie said, get another 1st down and burn some more time off. Not let Ware get the ball back with a whole lot left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Twins either side. Luke on a straight drop. Cromanhawk's going to tuck it. Work near side. Throw it. Has a man underneath. Almost intercepted. Was looking for Ack Edwards. I guess he's all right. He did about 10 push-ups right there at the 30. And BC's going to have to punt the ball. And again, well covered by Ware County. Again, Luke tried to extend it as much as he could.
When you're playing a good football team, man, you're not going to be able to bust those big plays every single time. So you got to punch, you got to punch, you got to punch, and then whenever those big plays come about, take advantage of them.
Cadets running some men on late on the punt team. Connor Ferguson stands at the BC 4. Low snap. Connor digs it out. Puts a big foot into it. Going to come down at the 45 of Ware County. Caught there and at midfield. And gets out of a tackle. Wanted another tackle. BC wanted to block in the back. Still on his feet. Cutting back here near side at the 25 and brought down at the 20. Goes Jaden Jones. I think BC wanted maybe a block in the back. Back up here at the 45 of Ware County, but Jaden Jones running all over the place. Gets the ball down to the the 21-yard line of BC, and they've got a short field again with 3:25 to go.
Yeah, Coach Brett not happy about the block in the back. That is, he's got 2 fingers holding up. They've missed 2 right in front of him.
He's really letting them have it. He went all the way out to the numbers that time, and now I think he's going to work the near side guy. All right, here's Ware County 1st and 10 from the 21 of BC. Hooks out of a shotgun. Looking. They go to one-on-one matchup up the near side. Oh, that's going to be pass interference all day. Maxwell, you can see it clear as day, shoved him out of bounds. They were trying to ISO Jamario Rice, and that's about the easiest call you're going to make, Stevie, right there.
Yeah, and we know it too. Our coaches know it too. I think in his mind there, he felt like he was losing, and, hey, rather give up the penalty than touchdown.
So half the distance should put it down to about the 10.5-yard line. And are they going to give them 1st and goal? I don't think they quite. Yeah, they put it just inside the 11. So Ware can get a 1st down at about the 3/4-yard line. And they'll have it 1st down from just outside the 10. We'll put twins either side. R.J. Boyd stands left of Hooks. He'll take the snap. Hooks looking.
Over there.
Run the roll back in the sack. Ball comes out. And it's still loose.
That's
BC says they have it.
That's us.
And BC's got the football.
Somebody by the D line.
Somebody got in there. Looked like
was that
maybe
Scroggins?
it's either him or Cam Cody just cleaned up, took a shot on the quarterback, and that ball came popping out, and BC's getting the ball back.
I mean, the quarterback never saw him. Put his helmet right on the football. What an incredible play.
That was Bryce Baker.
Bryce Baker, wow. What a physical play right there.
So BC, Bryce Baker doing it again. He causes the fumble, and the Cadets will have 3 minutes and 9 seconds to try to go 78 yards. Inside give. This is Nasir Samuel bouncing behind his blockers. He'll get out close to the 30, give him a gain of 9 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
Great job following his lead block right there.
Boy, so huge on 1st down when you get a play like that. Kind of sets everything up.
Absolutely.
2:50 to go and rolling. 2nd and 1. Luke looks short. Caught. LaDon Bryant makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. Clipped out of bounds at the 37-yard line, but that's enough for a 1st down, and BC will move the chains. And that's just a pretty simple get me a 1st down play right there. LaDon ran about 6 yards, turned around. Luke threw it right to him. He'll put trips top side here. Little flare out. It's going to be caught. This is Bubba Frazier spinning, and he's going to get snowed under in the backfield. Nice open field tackle. That time by Rashad Conaway. And it'll be 2nd down at about 14.
Good job by the defense right there, making a tackle, shedding some blocks and making a tackle. That's what you want. That's ideal. Get the ball out quick, get it to a playmaker. They just did a good job.
2:15 to go here before the half. They'll put trips here to the near side of the field. Off the left hash, and what do we have? Offside against Ware County.
Ware lined up in the neutral zone right there.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 9. I think the Ware County fans were too happy with that. But the Cadets will take it. 2nd down and 9, 2:07 to go. Tie ball game, 14-14. Luke Cromenhawk with 2 touchdown passes here in the ball game. Number 3 would be good here in a minute. Here's the snap. Luke going to tuck it, pulls back, breaks out the backside, and is going to have the 1st down at more than 50, 45, spinning at the 40, and at the 39. Give Luke Cromenhawk a big gain of about 22 yards and a 1st down for Benedictine.
They really had nobody over there on the left side of the field. Luke had one guy to beat. He made a miss and got very nice gain right there.
And now in Ware County territory, clock in their favor, 1:42, plenty of time. Twins either side. Here's the snap. Cromenhawk Got time. He'll flare it out here. It's caught. Rashawn Matthews makes a big miss. 30
play.
at the 25 and shoved out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Give him a gain of about 16 on first down and move the chains once again.
Nice move on that guy, man, out there in the open.
And Ware County wants a timeout. They're trying not to give up anything before the half. And the Cadets playing really well. And again, kind of going with some simple concepts. Here, a short pass to get the first down. Rashawn Matthews was really just a little, flare out pass, and the rest was made by number 7.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a really good job. Their pace is really good. Anytime you have penalties stack up, it slows your game down, especially with our offense who likes to move quick, which happens to us early on, right? Here we got into a really good rhythm.
So now it's one of those football things where it's a minute and a half to go. You're on the 21. You obviously want points, but I think at the same time, maybe you don't want to score too terribly quickly. I mean, you'll take it if they give it to you, but kind of that in-between range where it's like, hey, we'd love to score, but we'd also love to burn maybe another minute off this clock before we get in the end zone and not give Ware a chance to do anything before the half.
Sure, yeah, I think that's the ideal situation is to score within that 30-second range left on the clock. But, however, if they give us an opportunity to score, we'll take the points.
Be first and 10 from the 21 coming out of this timeout. And again, if you're just joining us, Ware was up 14-0. Cadets have answered back with 14 and would like to take the lead for the first time here before the half. Again, Luke Roman, 2 touchdown passes so far on the night. As we're ready to go, 4 receivers bunched up close to the left, and now they'll make it 3 as they move Nasir Samuel. Nas running the wheel route. Luke's going to leak out the backside, spinning, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. They were trying to run that wheel route with Bubba Frazier. Ware snuffed it out pretty good. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, very well covered right there by Ware.
Clock continues to roll at a minute 7. They'll put Bubba Frazier out wide to the left with Ack Edwards in the slot. Trip receivers here to the short side. Now they'll move Ack Edwards. Luke has a man. They run the back post route, and it is in and out. Would have been an unbelievable catch for Bubba Frazier if he pulled that in. It was going to be a one-handed grab, and it'll be third down and 10 here for BC. But got the matchup they wanted, Stevie.
They did, yeah. One-on-one coverage out there on the outside with Frazier. Luke put a good ball out there. Just kind of got twisted around over there. Can only get one arm on it.
49.8 to go.
Big play right here.
Play clock at 22. Clock is stopped. And now they've got the play in. LaDon Bryant will go soloed up to the top side. And let's see if they try to go to LaDon this time. LaDon 6'4" over there. They got Rashawn Matthews to the short side. They snapped the football, and nobody was ready.
Uh-oh.
And I think BC fell back on it. I think that's going to be Luke coming out of there with it. But Luke and Nasir Samuel were both looking back at the sideline when that ball was snapped. It's going to be fourth down. And now BC can let this thing run down and just try a field goal. I think that's what Danny Britt might do here. It's fourth down and 14, and now Jason Strickland's like, we're going to take a timeout. 25.7 to go.
I would have probably tried to get that timeout off a little earlier.
And I think judging by how it was going, I think Cadets were going to let that thing run down to about 2 or 3 seconds and call timeout.
Absolutely. Missed a field goal early on in the game. Got an opportunity here to put us up 3 going into halftime, so hopefully we can take advantage of this one.
Should be, if I can do some quick math, about a 41-yarder from the right hash off the right foot of Connor Ferguson. So he missed one from real close. I know sometimes in high school football you look at one that was like a 20 yards. He was kicking from the 10 that he missed. And that's a steeper angle than I think some people realize when you're that close.
Yeah, it is. You're on the far hash. It's tough to angle it in there for these guys. Still a really good kick. Just missed it right side. Those kickers have to have some short memories.
Where we'll get the football to start the second half. So if you're the Cadets, you obviously, I think the play here is going to be to kick the football and try to get points on the board, take the lead. As they talk it over there. Danny Britt talking to his troops. Luke's got his helmet off, so I think that should tell you that they're probably going to kick it. And now we're ready to go. Ware trots back on from the far side. Cadets will run their field goal unit on. Houston Jackson going to set it down at the 32, so this will be a 42-yarder. Out of the hold of Houston Jackson, Connor Ferguson from the right hash. A chance for the Cadets to take their first lead of the ball game. Here's the snap. It's good. The kick by Ferguson's got plenty of leg, and it is good.
Very good.
Fire to cannon. And BC takes their first lead of the ball game, 17-14. Maybe a little gamesmanship from the Ware County fans. One of those little air horns went off right at the snap. But BC and Connor Ferguson drives it right through there, 17-14. And you got to figure this one's going in the end zone if you're the Cadets.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Danny Britt out to talk to his special teams as well. He's been known to do some crazy things on special teams.
Yeah, here and there, for sure. I don't know if this situation is one of those crazy times, but yeah, hopefully, probably. I mean, he's 2 for 2 right now, booting it through the back of the end zone. So I think if we can do that here, then Ware County will take it to the half.
20.9 seconds to go. As Ferguson sets it up on the 40. What a second quarter here for BC. A couple of takeaways. And they've been able to come back and recapture or take the lead for the first time. Ferguson, he goes up the left hash. Is it going to come down short? It does at the 1. This is Dennis at the 20. He's going to bounce it outside, 25-30. And BC trying to wrap him up at the 35-36. And that's what you worry about, is a big return like that. And again, Hooks is not of the same arm talent as Luke Cromenhawk, but if you give me Luke Cromenhawk at the 40 in any kind of time, I'll take my shot.
Absolutely, absolutely, especially with the weapons that BC has.
They'll mark it back at the 36 of Ware County. 11 seconds to go. And I think BC's going to play this nothing cheap, nothing deep with 11 seconds left. Antonio Hansen-Mann's back deep. Ware's going to run a play here. Twins either side. Here's the snap. Inside give. RJ Boyd tries to bounce it outside. And up to the 45. BC finally collapses it down. The ball's out. And BC recovers with 2 seconds. Makai Williams with the fumble recovery. And that's what you're talking about. Now Luke Cromenhawk from the 46 of BC. And you could take a shot at the end zone at this point.
Absolutely.
They move it out to the 48. And if you're Danny Britt, I think he wants more time on the clock. The fumble came out. And again, I thought Makai had it with over 2 seconds. I think maybe he's like, if you give me 4 seconds, maybe I can run a quick out and get a few more yards. But to me, just want 14 at the half. And again, fell behind 14-0, Stevie Powers, and roared back 14 points there. And then a late field goal to make it 17-14. Luke Kromenhawk, 2 touchdown passes there in the first half. And you mentioned it, 14-0. Crowd was kind of quiet here on the home side. And he said, look, we've been in big ball games before. Just play your game and make something happen. You go down and you score the touchdown. I think the play before happened, you called and said, hey, we're about to get one here. They get the interception, and it's been a totally different ball game from that standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've been in these situations many times, whether it be this year, last year. Our players, our coaches, they've been in these moments. They've played in these games, so they're poised. Jay jumped out to an early lead. They've done a phenomenal job in the first half, but we punch back, and that's what we do. That's how we practice. That's how we play, and that's what this program's built on. So they're doing a phenomenal job.
Again, first time for, I think, you to see them in person here. Yep. Your thoughts on how the Cadets have looked here in the first half?
Just exactly how I thought they would. Fast, physical, but disciplined. I tell the guys all the time, helping coaching baseball and stuff, and when you get into these moments, to take the time to look around, take the moment in, look at the crowd and all the people here to support you. But also understand your emotions are going to be running very high. You have to play very calm and under control when your emotions are running that high, and they've done just that.
Again, they lead it here 17-14. The Bernard Williams halftime report. We got Stevie Powers. Again, while we're here at the half, let's just talk about your playing days here at BC. And we talked about a little bit during that first half of, hey, you guys wanted to start that tradition. And you got close a couple times. I think that Lamar County game was an unbelievable football game that y'all played in. And then eventually you guys were able to come years later and punch that state championship ticket. And you kind of felt like that was the start of something. And it seems like this team's been making deep runs ever since. Now a chance going for a third straight state championship. When you look back on your time playing here for the Cadets and where it is now, it's got to be an unbelievable thing to kind of sit back and watch and say, hey, I remember when we were trying to build this thing with Coach Britt, and look at where it's gone.
Yeah, it's incredible to see what it's come to. I mean, I remember being in the tunnel and running out onto the field back at Savannah State when we played there, and seeing all these people here watching us, and to still see that 10 years later is it's awesome. With technology, you've got the radio, you guys doing a phenomenal job here. You've got the TV guys here. So there's all these people could be sitting at home watching on their couch, but they choose to come watch this caliber of football because it's the best of the best. And I think it says a lot about Coach Britt and what he's built.
And again, what can you look back on and remember about your run? I mean, obviously, y'all were striving. Y'all had the build and get to it. This is a team that's going for 3 in a row. So some of these guys that are juniors, they don't know anything but state championship. But what was that journey like of, man, you got so close, and then to finally get it?
Yeah, well, I think that, back then we had to set the expectation, right? This is what the program's supposed to be. This is what the program used to be. We fell, a little out of whack there for some years, early on in my life, all the way until pretty much I was a freshman. And then with Coach Britt coming in, Coach Farmer on the baseball side, they really, have turned everything around in the past 10, 12, 15 years. It was back then, hey, we need to set the expectation and set the tone on what this is supposed to look like. Not just football, not just baseball, but basketball making the Final Four. We've got soccer team that's super competitive, lacrosse. We've got our Raider teams out playing. They've won multiple state championships in a row now. And that says a lot, not just about our athletic program, but our institution. So it was definitely a long time coming up to that point. But we're very proud of where we're at this point, and we look to just continue to build on it.
And I've said that to a lot of folks that I've had a chance to talk to around BC, that it really is a different experience of a lot of folks are proud of where they went to high school. I mean, you guys wear that, I'm a BC guy. I went to BC. Yeah. And it's not just, hey, I went to BC 4 years ago. It's guys that, hey, I graduated in, I think they're honoring 1979 here tonight at the stadium. I mean, it is one of those things where it is ingrained in everybody that, hey, we know what these guys are going through with class, with what they got to do to get here to Friday night, and it kind of carries on kind of throughout the generations of former BC guys and what it means to be a part of this program.
Yeah, it means a lot. In this community, Savannah is growing faster than it ever has, right? The city and the surrounding areas with everything we have going on, but it's still a small town feel, and everybody knows everybody around here. And anytime you're walking around with that maroon and white on, with that BC across your chest, there's somebody looking at you. So that's a lot of pressure on a young kid. 14 to 18 years old are some of the most important years of your life. And to go through those years at Benedictine, you go in as, a boy, you come out as a young man, and with a lot of people looking at you over those 4 years. So you're walking on very thin ice. You have to carry yourself with a lot of pride and respect. And I understand what these kids are going through, and I definitely respect them for how they carry themselves.
And what does it mean to you, I guess, to be able to come back and give back? I know you were off, playing college baseball out in Mississippi, and I know as you go on in life, sometimes it's not easy to come back on Friday nights or whatever and get involved. How important is it to you to have those opportunities to give back to these guys and just kids in the program, whatever it may be?
Yeah, very important. So thank you for allowing me to do this with you. It's extremely important to me. Anytime I can be involved in any fashion, I try to do it. Obviously with an 18-month-old at home and my wife, it's hard. It is hard to make time in the afternoon and at night to get out here. But I do, especially now that he's older and we're through the newborn thing. I'm able to get out here and a lot more. And I'm so excited. This is exactly. I love being out here. This is where my passion is. Outside of hanging out with my family and spending time with them, this is exactly where I want to be.
You got him a football jersey yet?
Yes, I bought a couple. He has a leather jacket, and he's 18 months old. So shout out to my parents, my mom and dad, who are flying to Seattle tonight. They're listening. So shout out to them. They got him a leather jacket and a jersey and all kinds of stuff. So.
I heard stories about guys having the BC blanket in the crib. I guess that's actually true in this case.
Yes. Yeah, so when he was born, in his crib, he had a football and a baseball in there whenever he was born in the hospital. So... and then, of course, a BC jersey as soon as he got home. So he knows where he knew he was going the moment we found out we were having a boy. So
we are at the half. Benedictine 17, Ware County 14. This is the Bernard Williams halftime report, and we're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kick back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back. We are at the half. Kevin Thomas and Stevie Powers here with you. And BC leads at 17-14. What are your keys? What is Danny Britt telling these guys in the locker room right now?
Keep punching. They came out early. We've scored 17 unanswered at this point. So keep punching. Keep the ball in our offense hands. Keep the defense off the field.
And again, Ware's going to get the ball first. Coaches say it a lot cliche. Hey, the first 3-5 minutes or so of the second half, very important. Do you guys feel that as a team when you come out, hey, let's take it right away, momentum in first 3 or 5 minutes, and we feel good?
Yeah, throw the first punch. We didn't do that in the first half. So this half, we're going to come out. Defense have an opportunity to throw the first punch. So come out, get a takeaway, get a turnover like we did there at the end, and just keep on punching.
So Ware is trailing 17-14. BC really came roaring back. And Is it a fresh start at halftime? I mean, they really played well second quarter, right? I mean, where BC couple takeaways, able to punch it in, put one in there, got the fumble there again before the half. Is it a reset in a game like this when you come out of the locker room, or can you really pick it up from where you left off?
Yeah, I mean, you reset, you make adjustments at halftime, both offensively and defensively. They're doing some things really, really well, and we've got to do some things a little bit better if we're going to hold on to win this game. So I think you reset, you refocus, you play to your adjustments that you make at halftime, and you just trust the game plan and go out and win.
Seems like the running game has been well for BC. It's been more of a compliment. It seems like for the first time they've relied on Luke's arm a little bit more than they've had to in some of the first 3 games.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke's doing a phenomenal job of moving the ball around, and like we talk about all the time, getting the ball out early to the playmakers. And on the flip side, our offensive line's doing a great job giving them time to throw, but also allowing those running backs to find some holes and bust some runs.
We are at the half. We're coming right back. We will get you ready for the second half. This is the Bernard Williams halftime report right here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to the Bernard Williams Cadets halftime report. Kevin Thomas, Stevie Powers joining us here for the broadcast here tonight. And again, we're getting ready for BC to come out of the locker room defensively. How do you feel they've played? The first couple drives, short field for one on the first touchdown by Ware. And then you got burned one play, kind of like Westminster last week, where it's one play kind of got you, and made a few adjustments. And you even called it. You said, hey, there's a turnover that's about to happen. Next play, came up with one. And it seems like after that big, as you said, kind of punch to the face, they've really tightened up defensively.
Yeah, we're doing a good job getting to the quarterback. And whenever the guy is able to get the ball out to his playmaker's hands, we're getting the guys down on the ground. Ultimately, that's the goal. You know, they don't minimize the big plays, and when they keep the ball in front of themselves, they'll be fine.
And again, playing with a lead a little bit here now. They haven't played with a lead all night defensively. Does that change things, do you feel, for Coach Britt's thinking or Coach Houston's thinking? And I mean, it's 3 points, but they changed the thinking of, hey, we can do a few more things now with the lead.
Well, you want to go after the quarterback, right? Go after the ball and go after the quarterback. Continue to be aggressive on defense, because the quicker they can get off the field, the quicker we can get the ball back in the best player on the field's arm, which is Luke Cromenhawk. So,
again, some unbelievable players. You played with some great players.
Yeah.
How close do you guys stay and talk and follow what's going on here at BC?
Very close. I had a bunch of friends ask me if I wanted to go golf this afternoon. I told them I couldn't, and they understood. But no, we had some really, really good players that played here, and some of my best friends, and I'm just very thankful to still be in contact with pretty much all of them. So we got a good group.
And again, we talk about this bunch going for a three-peat. How special was it getting that state championship? I know it's a feeling you can't describe. I mean, some of these guys don't know anything else but state championships. But what was that like? We mentioned a little bit ago, you got it, but it was a process to get y'all there. Yeah,
well, it was the first one, and I think that was what made it so special. It was the very first one, but it was more, yes, for our team, for the players, for the coaches, but really for this community and for Benedictine. You know, there were so many men that were in tears when we won that game, and just to be able to see how special it meant to all those other people, I think that's what brought it home for all of us.
And again, you beat a great team in Greater Atlanta Christian, and that was one that I think people were talking about going in, what kind of ball game it was going to be. And what was the thought going into that game? Y'all worked hard to get there. I mean, did y'all obviously it's like, hey, we got to play our game, or did you feel confident like, hey, we're gonna make this happen?
Well, they beat us the very first game of the season that year at their place, so there was a little bit of of tenderness going into that one. So we had a little bit of a chip on our shoulder for sure. They had some Division I players all across the field. We had a lot of momentum early on in that game. We were able to get off some quick touchdowns, but ultimately, we came in with a lot of heart, a lot of effort. We had a lot to play for. So,
yeah, absolutely. And again, BC trying to get it done. They're leading Ware 17 to 14. I believe we have the freshmen running across the field back here. Is that a lot of traditions here at BC, and that's one that every home game you get the freshman guys running across the field.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, shout out my cousin Charlie Keenan and Drew Moore, and I remember those guys when they were freshmen running across there. So, and I know they're tuned in tonight. So yeah, it's an awesome tradition. I love seeing those guys get out there, and it's been going on since I've been here. I don't even know when it started, so it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, we were always impressed. Whoever's in charge of waving the BC flag up there. I know one night it was lightning delays and all kind of stuff, and we look across the way, and that cadet is just for 4 hours straight just waving that thing. I'm like, man, that's dedication.
Yeah, no, it's they are dedicated. It's, if you're not playing, it's almost a little bit more laborious than actually playing in the game. It's not light by any means. So, but it's a great tradition, and to have your BC brothers supporting you in in a full uniform like they just got out of class, it's good to have behind your back.
We are at the half. Ware County 14, BC 17. About 2.5 minutes or so until we get ready to bring this thing back. We're coming right back here at Memorial Stadium. We'll get the second half underway. This is the Bernard Williams halftime report.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium as we get ready for the second half. Reminder, coming up following the game, we'll have the Coach's Corner post-game show. We'll get a word with BC head coach Danny Britt. Reminder, Coach's Corner, place to go for great food, icy cold beverages, and best sports around. Texas and Alabama there at Coach's Corner tomorrow. Also, Ball State, Georgia. Braves are on a scorching hot playoff run. Catch all the Braves action there at Coach's Corner. I understand Acuna hit 35 tonight, so he is on pace. You're a baseball guy. He's on pace for 40-40 easily. Yeah. I'm still hyping up 50-50 as a possibility for Acuna, but
it's incredible. Yeah, I mean, just what that guy can do all over the field. Talk about a five-tool player. I mean, just incredible.
So check all that out at Coach's Corner Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. Go to coaches.net to check that out as well. We'll have all the post-game action for you on the Coach's Corner post-game report. Also, while we're talking about the great places to eat, Thursdays, noon, Bowtie Barbecue, the Danny Britt Show. Myself and Danny Britt will recap this one, and we'll look ahead to Hebron Christian coming up next week. But certainly a lot to talk about in this ballgame so far, Stevie. But join us Thursdays, 12 noon at Bowtie Barbecue on Waters Avenue. If you can't be there, watch bcsports.com. You will catch that live. You can go to our YouTube channel, subscribe. You'll get the notification when we do the live broadcast or when we do the Danny Britt Show there from Bowtie Barbecue. So find our page there or just do a YouTube search for the Danny Britt Show, and you can find the page, like the page, subscribe to it, and you'll get notified every time we go live with Coach Britt from Coach's Corner, from Bowtie Barbecue there every Thursday afternoon. Great place to go and have a bite to eat. Before, after the game, Thursday afternoon's a great time to go grab a barbecue sandwich there at Bowtie Barbecue. All right, Stevie, getting ready for the second half. BC's going to kick this off. What are you looking for from the defense? 3 and out, or just, hey, don't let them go on a big drive and put points on the board?
Yeah, I think that's it. Don't let them go. Don't put the pressure on yourself to go 3 and out. Obviously, that's our goal. That's what we want, 3 and out turnover. But right here, just settle in. Again, long second half coming up here. Just not give up any big plays and just keep that offense contained.
And again, a championship effort from both teams so far in this one. Ware's not going to go away. I talked to Coach Britt with the Danny Britt Show earlier this week, Stevie, and I said, hey, look, how do you coach a team to play like a Ware County who it's like you've had some games, Jenkins, some others where you feel like, hey, we can go shut them out and dominate the football game. You can't do that against a team like Ware County. How do you keep yourself composed knowing, look, they're going to get stuff. It's going to happen. They're a great team, and play within yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. They're going to make plays. So how can we limit those plays, right? We're not playing, a below average team. We're playing a very good football team that's coming off a 5A state championship. So how can we limit their big plays, and how can we make plays on the defensive side to get the ball back into our offensive hands?
Yeah, Ware County on an 18-game winning streak, won 15 last year, and won their first 3 games so far here in 2023. So 18 in a row for Ware County. And BC trying to put that to an end, but they got 24 minutes worth of football left to go here before they can do that. Connor Ferguson's got it teed up. Buckle up. We're just about ready to go here for the second half at Memorial Stadium. Good to have you along. And we are ready to go here. Ware's got a couple of men deep. It is Jaden Jones and number 23, Kendra Stanley. Here's Ferguson, and that one's not coming back. That is 5 yards deep in the end zone. And a good job by Ferguson again. 1st and 10 from the 20. No chance for a return.
Nope, that's a valuable weapon, that guy right there.
Again, he was filling some big shoes. BC had 3 guys who could kick. Connor Graham could kick it in the end zone.
Yep.
With great regularity last year. You had 2 or 3 options kicking extra points and field goals last year.
Now Ferguson, he's going to have an opportunity to go play at the next level too, which is awesome for him, and he's going to have a good career kicking a football for sure.
He's still got another year and a half here at Benedictine. Here's first snap of the second half, and this is going to be given to that big running back, Dennis, right up a little off-guard run up the middle, and he's going to get 27, 28 yards on first down and move the chains, and Ware's ready to go.
Yep, they came out ready to go on that play right up the middle.
And here's the quick snap. Here's the give to Dennis again. He'll bounce in the hole. Nicely read. Cam Cody. Jeremiah Thomas going to stop that right there to lose a yard on the play back to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 11.
Really good job right there by the defense to get lined up. I don't even think the chains were ready when they snapped the ball, but our defense was.
So 2nd down and 11 here for Ware County. R.J. Boyd in at running back. Somebody's signaling to the sideline for Ware. Now they're set. Twins either side here for Hooks. Hooks straight drop. Looks here to the near side. Now goes over the middle. Has a man and out of the hands. Zy White was wide open. Found a hole in the back half of that zone. And he was at about the BC 42-yard line and just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, some of those deeper crossing routes, what they're doing is they're just getting right behind our linebackers and running right underneath our safeties. So just overthrew them right there, but got to get in a better position right there to make a play.
So 3rd down and 11. Cadets will walk a safety up. Makai Williams. Looks like they're going to bring a little pressure here. Larson Little darting in and out of there. Now Bryce Baker trying to get some guys adjusted over. Get lined up correctly. And here's the snap on 3rd and 11. Goes up the right side. Has a man too strong. And they were running 2 go routes up the right sideline. And Hooks just put a little too much on it. It's going to be 4th down.
Great job right there by us. Give up a big play on first down, come out of the half, able to settle in. 4 plays, and it's back in the offensive hands.
So they'll trot out the punt unit, and it'll be William Bates. And looks like Cadets are going to put Ty Williams back there deep. He stands at the Cadet 29-yard line. Let's see if the Cadets come after it. Ware's going to run on a man late. And now they'll get set with their formation. And here's the snap. Bates takes a jog to the right, a little end-over-end kick. Mekhi Williams going to take it to 25. Comes back here to the near side, makes a man miss, and going to be brought down at the 33-yard line. Wrapped up by number 44, who I don't have on the roster, but that's high school football for you. First and 10, BC, the 30, they're marking back at the 33-yard line. So I get a chance to run your offense here. Defense has gotten off the field and offensively had a lot of momentum to close out the first half.
They did. And the goal here is to keep that momentum rolling. Put together a nice drive right here. Take some time off the clock. Let your defense get rested up.
4 receivers to the left. LaDon Bryant solo to the right. Cromanhawk, quarterback sneak, designed all the way, makes a man miss in the hole, lowers the shoulder, and pushes his way across the 40 to the 41. Give Luke a big gain of about 7.5 on first down, and that was a straight QB sneak the whole way.
One thing I love about Luke, and you don't see this, obviously you don't see how physical a quarterback is or how physical he is at the quarterback position, but he's always falling forward on those runs, getting that extra yard or two.
BC lined up quickly. Here's a give inside. This is going to be Nasir Samuel. Nas tries to cut back. I think they'll give him the 44, which will be enough for a first down, and about 3 on the play. They'll scoot it out to the 45. So BC will move the chains. Ten minutes to go here in the third. This is the Cadets' first drive of the second half. Now Luke will send his back in motion here to the short side. In the backfield by himself. Another design quarterback power off the right side. Follows a blocker out towards midfield. They'll give him the midfield stripe before he's shoved back. Got met by Jamar Burden there at the midfield stripe. And this is just straightforward power football, Stevie.
Yes, it is. It is with a very powerful quarterback.
Do they call QB power for you a lot?
They did. We'll have to talk about that another time.
Second down and 5 here for the Cadets. And Cromanhawk, a little bubble screen. This is going to be Bubba Frazier. Gets into Ware County territory, but not much more. Maybe the 48-yard line. Nice open field tackle out there by number 11 for the Gators, Nick Simmons. Middle linebacker got out there to make the tackle. It'll be third down and about 3.5.
Ware is very fast side to side. They're doing a great job making some open field tackles on our guys.
So a big third down here for the Cadets. They are in Ware County Gator territory. Luke will take the snap. Inside give to Nasir Samuel. Going to make a man miss at 45-40. He'll cut back in the 35-30. He's gone. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That is Bryce Baker. Bryce Baker, 48 yards for the touchdown. It looked like Nasir, they snuck Bryce Baker out there, and he made him pay 48 yards. Bryce Baker on the touchdown.
Very nice run by Bryce. Patient run. Found his hole and took off. Not catching him.
He made a cutback at about the 27-yard line, and it was over.
Yeah, you're not catching him from behind. That's just a very athletic player.
So Bryce Baker extends the lead for the Cadets on a 48-yard touchdown run. And the point after by Connor Ferguson is up, and it is good. And BC leads it 24-14. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com. Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Bryce Baker, 48-yard touchdown run, extends the Cadet lead 24-14. And now a two-score game changes the complexity of this game. Now in the second half, in BC's favor.
Yeah, exactly what we wanted to do coming out of halftime. Get a stop on defense. They run 4 offensive plays. We get the ball back. We score quick.
Connor Ferguson marks it off. He'll kick it left to right. BC in the all grays tonight. Gray helmets, pants, and tops. And Ferguson going to drive it up the left hash, and that thing is 8-9 yards deep in the end zone. 1st and 10 for Ware out at the 20. And a big series for both teams right here. If Cadets can hold, I don't think Ware's panicking, obviously, but you want to move the football a little bit.
No, absolutely. We've made some defensive adjustments at halftime,
and for BC, if you can get off the field again, as you said last time,
yeah,
another 3-4 play drive and get off the field, that would be huge.
Yeah, it gives us an opportunity to go up a lot of points early on in the second half.
So 1st and 10 from the Ware 20. Here's the inside give. This is Dennis. Nothing doing. Actually, it's R.J. Boyd. And a host of Cadets going to finally stop him. He kept driving those legs out to the 22, but he was hit initially by Jeremiah Thomas right there at the point of attack. And then Larson Little, Wilkes Albert, Third Scroggins all bringing the lumber to slow that momentum down. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Scroggins is all over the field on defense. Fun player to watch.
Here's the snap. BC, all kinds of pressure, and he gets the pass out and absolutely laid out. Bryce Baker coming up, and he laid the lumber on Jamario Rice, a loss of 2. BC brought all kinds of pressure up in Luke Cook's face, and he slung it out there in the flat to Rice, and Rice, he didn't get him one step, and Bryce Baker laid him out. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Bryce Baker, what a play. All over the field tonight, offensively and defensively.
7:12 to go in the third. It's 3rd and 10. Hooks out of a shotgun, twin receivers either side. Cadets showing blitz. Here they come. Hooks going to be flushed out of the pocket. Cadets chasing him here to the near side. Winds up, throws back, almost intercepted. Who was that in coverage?
Hooks trying to make a Patrick Mahomes throw right there, back across his body.
Looked like they had Bubba Frazier out there on defense and broke that one up. And great pursuit by the Cadet defense. And there were gray shirts everywhere. I think Luke Hooks thought BC was playing with about 15 guys on defense on that play. So Makai Williams standing back at the 50. Awaiting the punt from Bates. And Cadets are going to get great field position here.
Another really good stop by the defense.
Here's the snap. Bates put his leg into this one. And a nice punt, going to take a Ware County roll inside the 40. 35, 30, still rolling on this turf at Memorial Stadium, all the way down to the 24. Heck of a punt there by Bates to turn the field over, but BC gets the ball back, and they're going to have 76 yards to go to pay dirt here with 6:41 to go in the third. And as you said, a chance to deliver another huge punch here if you can drive down the field and get points of any kind.
Yeah, absolutely. We were almost there to block that punt right there. Took a favorable bounce, putting our backs up against the end zone a little bit here, but run a couple plays, get the ball out towards the middle of the field, and then take some shots.
They got Bryce Baker in at running back again. Do the Cadets. He stands to Luke Cromanhawk's left. Here's the snap. They give to Bryce. He bounces in the hole. He'll get across the 35, or 25, out to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. Give him a gain of about 3 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Cadets, of course, no huddle. Have trips up top. Here's the snap. They give inside. Bryce Baker, 30, 35-40, cuts near side, 45-50. 45 in the Ware territory, 40 and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Another huge run from the playmaker, Bryce Baker, and move the chains for Benedictine.
I had the opportunity to play with Bryce's brother, Bobby, and just two phenomenal athletes, man. Bryce is all over the place right now.
BC quickly up. They'll take the snap. Luke, straight drop. Looking here near side, has LaDon Bryant. Caught at the 30, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Cuts back and leans towards the 26-yard line. And that should be enough for a first down for BC. Nasir Chamberlain at running back. Go ahead, Stevie.
Well, Don knows how to make some people miss out there on the perimeter.
And now what do we have? Are they going to... The ball's on the 26. He needed the 27. Did they mark him back?
Looks like they're giving the Cadets a first down.
I was going to say, they did move the ball back to the 27, but he had the first down regardless. So
I guess they're not big fans of the measuring anymore.
You hardly ever see it. 5:27. Clock has continued to run during all this. Trips here to the short side and the right. Here's a snap. Luke going to fake it inside. Now steps back, has a man over the middle. It is in and out. Couldn't hang on. I think that was Ack Edwards running the kind of the post route over the middle. Who's that? Rashawn Matthews. Who was that? Yeah, it was Ack Edwards. So it'll be second down and 10. But again, the play action kind of sucked everybody up there, Stevie.
Yep. They're biting hard on that run right now, which rightfully so. They've given up 3 or 4 big plays now just in the second half on runs.
Here's Luke, straight drop. He's looking to his left and pressure right in his face. He gets out of there and manages to make a little something out of it. Gets across back inside the 30 to the 28. Going to end up being a loss of 1, but man, that could have been way back at the 36-yard line or so. And Luke was able to wiggle out of there.
Yeah, I think I missed assignment there on a blitz coming from the linebacker. Luke's able to scramble out and make something out of nothing, at least get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be third down and 11, 4:45 to go in the third. This third quarter has been all Benedictine. It seems like they've had the ball pretty much the entire time. In the third, I think Ware's had it for, 6 plays? 7 plays?
I mean, when they run 7 plays in one quarter, that's phenomenal.
Cadets ready to go. They'll motion Ack left to right. Here's the snap. Luke's got time, going to be flush now. Steps up in the pocket at the 30. A little dump pass over the top to Ack Edwards. Caught at the 20, 15, 10. Still on his feet. 5. What touchdown! Unbelievable effort there by Ack Edwards. And Luke Cromanhawk doing what Luke Cromanhawk does. Avoiding the rush. Everybody sucked up to stop him on the run, and he just dumped it over to Ack Edwards. And Ack made a heck of a move at the 5 and scored the touchdown. BC 30-14, Stevie Powers.
Yeah, what an incredible play by Luke. And then Ack, just a physical run. I mean, flat runs that guy over back there around the 10-yard line and finishes the run with a touchdown. Physical run right there.
Third touchdown pass for Luke Cromanhawk. Connor Ferguson's point after is good. 31-14. It's been all Cadets here in the third. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Luke Cromanhawk's third touchdown pass of the ball game makes it 31-14. And again, Ack Edwards made a heck of a play, but Stevie Powers as a quarterback, that whole play was made because of number 17 there. Yeah,
they were bringing some pressure. They got to him quick. As soon as he gets into that last step of his drop, he steps up in the pocket, finds a little space, and drops it off to his playmaker, who finishes a very physical run for a touchdown.
And you have come out and done exactly what the doctor ordered, right? You came out here and you punched him right in the face
quickly.
on 3 straight possessions
very
to start
quickly.
the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you want. We were playing in a game like this. We started the first half a little slow. They jumped out 2 scores. We've scored 31 unanswered points at this point. And to be able to come out and score 2 quick ones right here to start the second half, I mean, that is just very important. I think we get a stop here and we score 1 more, and they're in trouble.
And again, the Cadet defense has come out here in the third quarter and really played well. BC's had 3 pretty nice drives, even with some long plays. Ware's run, I think we said 7 plays here in the third quarter. And there's 4:10 left to go. So another 3 and out, and you've got them in real trouble. Connor Ferguson will tee it up yet again. He's getting old at it this year in the second half. And here comes Connor Ferguson. Kicks it up the left hash. And it's going to go in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 24, Ware County, and that Cadet defense goes right back out there. And you start to wonder, I mean, Ware's got that running game, but as you get longer into this game, you can't really fall back on that. And you kind of make Ware County one-dimensional here.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what the goal is, right? You got to force them to start putting the ball in the air. Take away their run game.
R.J. Boyd is in at running back. Twin receivers either side of the formation. Here's Luke Hooks for Ware County. He'll look all kinds of time. Now the pocket collapses, and he's going to be brought down. Maybe a half-yard gain. And that's Wilkes Albert coming out of there. Also looks like Cam Cody. And there was a pocket, and then it collapsed almost instantaneously.
Yeah, quickly. Very quickly. No, that was a great job by the D-line. Again, just putting pressure on that quarterback.
Second down, we'll call it 9. Trips up top for Luke Hooks. Hooks takes the snap. Got a little pressure in his face and avoids the blitz. Running to his right, throws it underneath, and nobody there. He got laid out at the end of the play. That was one of those backers for BC. That was Wilkes Albert.
Yeah.
And Wilkes is going to let you know he was right next to you. I tell you what.
Absolutely. No, he was coming down. In today's game, you got to be really careful with the helmet-to-helmet stuff, but he did a good job putting a legal hit on him, making sure he knew he was there too.
3.5 minutes to go here in the third. It's 3rd down and 9. BC going to rotate some personnel in. Get an extra defensive back in there. And they move Andrew Trammell in at that middle linebacker spot. Hooks has got 5 wides. He's back there by himself. 3-man rush for BC. And it's a jailbreak blitz with a screen underneath. They find a man for a first down. It's going to be caught. Jamario Rice across the 30 to the 33. And you kind of knew as soon as the front 3 kind of got through there untouched, there was the screen coming. And nice play execution by Ware County.
Yeah, those are the ones where they beat us on that play, right? But you got to get them down on the ground as quick as possible, which we did. So now we reset, refocus on this fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 from the Ware County 32-yard line. Here's Hooks looking here near side. Now being flushed to his left, looking and going to sail at a flag.
It's going to be holding there on Ware County, right there on Scroggins.
They didn't want 3rd all up in the kitchen of Luke Hooks. And they're going to march this one off. The flag went down at the 30, so if it's 10 from there, at the very least it'll be 2nd and 20. No signal from the lead official, but BC's already walking that way like they know it's against Ware County. So there's the call holding against Ware County. That's going to put the ball back at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 20. It will be for Ware County. DeJean Dennis back in at running back. Staying to the right of Hooks on 1st and forever. BC, they read the screen beautifully. That time they got Dennis underneath. He breaks free 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30 at the near sideline. 20 and shoved out of bounds.
He can run.
By believe that was Marquis Williams. And that time, Third Scroggins, they read the screen and actually dropped back, and give Hooks credit. He dumped it over their heads, and Dennis did the rest.
Yeah, they've burned us on a couple of screens here. Second half.
2:45 to go here in the third. And that run by Dennis gets him all the way down inside the 20 at the 17. Here's Hooks looking. Tries to go over the middle of the field. Has a man. Nice defensive play. That's going to be Zach Maxwell in coverage. And he knocked that ball away at about the 2. Bring up second down and 10.
Hooks does a really nice ball, especially over there across the middle. He's done a really good job tonight.
Second down from the BC 17. Trip receivers to the right. One man getting press coverage here to the near side. Hooks out of a gun. Here's the snap. Little inside give, and that's going to be R.J. Boyd. He might get the 15. So give him a couple. That'll bring up third down. Gators can get a first down at the 7-yard line. Cadets changing their personnel. So a big third down here. BC crowd getting into it. And here's Hooks with 2:06 to go here in the third. He'll take the snap. Little play action fake. They go back to the corner route, and it is caught. An unbelievable play in the back corner of the end zone. That's going to be trying to see who caught that. I think it was 17, Quentin Orange. And that was a great throw and catch by Ware County. The coverage was there, and he still went up and caught it.
That's an unbelievable catch. Really good throw right there by Hooks, and just a great catch.
And the Gators will let that train whistle go. And this could pull them back within 10 with the Bates point after. And just a great pitch and catch that time by Ware County. Bates' kick is up. It's good. It's 31-21. And again, we talked about this coming out of the half. You know Ware's not going to go away.
No.
And a couple of screens, made some big plays in the screen game, and then a great throw from Hooks to the back corner of the end zone. His receiver just went up and got it.
Yeah, really good play action play. They had one-on-one coverage with their guy versus ours, and they went up and got it. It's a good play.
So now, chance for the offense to answer right back. They've played really well here in the third quarter, and Ware hasn't really had a whole lot of answers for them defensively.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier in the game there's going to be some points scored in this game. So this is exactly what we came out here for and what this crowd came out here for as well. So time for the offense to go back and, again, just punch back.
(31-21), 1:57 to go here in the third. In this state of Georgia heavyweight bout, these two teams going back and forth. And a good drive by Jason Strickland's Gators. As Stevie said, BC had rolled off 31 unanswered up until that point. Cadets have a couple of men deep back at the 10. Looks like Houston Jackson. And they'll pooch it up over that way. And who's going to take it? It's not Houston Jackson. It's one of the upbacks. Didn't see who it was. Bouncing around and brought down at the 15-yard line. And I think it was Zach Maxwell. Who, when you do that, you kind of, he was not the up guy, but Houston was coming behind to catch it. Do you get out of the way and let him get it on that play? Was that maybe a mistake on special teams?
It's one of those outfield situations, right, where you got your center fielder who's the guy in the back supposed to be receiving the ball, and then you've got your left and your right fielder. So it's a communication thing, but you always want the guy moving forward to catch the football. So right there, you're hoping to get the guy moving forward, catch the football, to have that extra step of momentum.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cadets from their own 16-yard line. Cadets will put trips up top as they work from the left hash. Now they'll motion receiver down. Here's the snap to Luke. Straight drop. Luke gets it out quick underneath. It's caught. This is going to be Bubba Frazier, the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 and drugged down from behind at the 40. Inside the 40, they'll give him the 37-yard line. Just a big drag route to Bubba Frazier, and he did the rest.
Wow, what a great job by Luke. Ware County had some pressure on him there early, dropped it right in underneath the Frazier, and he was able to take off. Anytime you get a guy like that on a linebacker, you want that matchup all the time.
I think kind of an odd tackle there. Frazier comes out of the ball game. They're going to work on him here on the near side for a minute. He appears to be okay, maybe stretching out a calf or something. Luke brings him right back. Here's the snap. Inside give. This is Nasir Sami. He'll bounce it outside, inside the 35 to the 33. Give him a gain of about 5 on first down. And again, those are just those bread and butter plays you've kind of come to know and love from the Cadets there. Just a little inside give that Nas bounced outside.
Trying to find your way through that hole.
1 minute to go here in the third. BC up 31-21. It'll be second down. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Nas again, and Nas tripped over his own guy. I think he got tangled up with who was that on the right side, Jacoby Ward. And he'll lose it back to the 34. It'll be third down.
Pretty easy to get tripped up over Jacoby. That's a big player.
No doubt. BC trying to get some personnel swapped up. They have to snap this football. 21 seconds in the quarter, 16 on the play clock. Cadets will put 4 up top. One receiver here to the bottom. Luke, straight drop, looking. Got some time, going to wind up, throw it. Has a man up the left sideline. It got picked off. Inside the 10 at the 8. And just better positioning, I think, that time by number 19, Rashad Conaway. And that's where Ware County will take over. They'll say he stepped out at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, it's just one of those throws that you look back as a quarterback on film, you want that one back. You either got to put that one on the receiver on the line, but the defender was just there ready for it.
And he kind of had better positioning than the Cadet receiver.
Well, they're playing off of our guys. They know they can't play man-to-man. They're playing a little they're not playing press coverage, playing off 5-10 yards off of our guys, so they're going to be in position for that big ball.
3 seconds left to go here in the third. Cadets lead it 31-21 over the Ware County Gators. And neither one of these teams has done much of anything to dissuade me of the fact that these guys might be playing in Atlanta at the end of the season in their respective classifications.
Absolutely.
Here's the snap to Hooks. He'll go up the right side, has a man. BC was playing soft, and they'll have the first down out near the 18 when we start the fourth quarter. That was orange again, and that'll do it for the third. 31-21, we go to the fourth. BC leads it. Thanks for listening to us here on WatchBCSports.com. Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Kevin Thomas, Stevie Powers here with you. Final 12 minutes. BC and Ware County. It's been a classic to this point. Cadets 31-21. They lead it over Ware County. And it'll be Ware's ball. They'll have a first down out around their own 18 when we get this fourth quarter started. Coming up after the ball game, we'll name tonight's Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game. And there's been plenty of guys to choose from to this point. And who's going to make a play here in the fourth quarter could change the outcome of that.
Absolutely.
And we'll do that for you coming up at the end of tonight's ball game. Also, reminder, coming up on Thursday, make sure you join us. Myself and the head coach, Danny Britt, out at Bowtie Barbecue for the Danny Britt Show every Thursday at 12 noon. Me and the head coach of the Cadets will recap tonight's ball game, and we'll look ahead to Hebron Christian Academy coming up next Friday night right here at Memorial Stadium. But a packed house here tonight to watch a great football game between the Cadets and the Gators. This is what South Georgia football is all about here tonight. and you got 12 minutes to go earn it at this point.
Absolutely. These people came and definitely got a show on this beautiful Friday night. This is what it's all about. It's the best time of the year.
Almost no wind here in the stadium. Flags are hanging at the poles across the way at Memorial Stadium. So just kind of a muggy September night here.
We've got cars parked on Skidaway Road all the way back to the Truman Parkway over there. So it is packed, and no one's left either.
It's been a tremendous ball game to this point. Cadets would like it to be a tremendous ball game for 12 more minutes and move forward to try to improve to 4-0. And again, after the effort last week, I think Danny Britt had said, hey, we kind of got up 17-0, thought we had it, relaxed a little bit, lost the focus. I know that's been the mantra of BC this year is focus, kind of lost that and held on to win. He said maybe that was the game we needed ahead of Ware County, and it certainly appears so. They have gotten refocused in a hurry here.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good job by Ware County, too. I mean, 31 unanswered, and they come back and punch right back. I mean, that's why they're the #1 team in 5A.
We start the fourth quarter. Here's Hooks on 1st and 10 from the Gator 18. They'll fake it inside. He drops back. Hooks looking, has some time over the middle, and he was going to have to feed it to Orange through 4 BC defenders, and it was a little too tall, incomplete. It'll be second down.
He's really favoring Orange going into this second half. I mean, made a big play there for a touchdown on their last drive. He keeps on going back to him.
Second down here for Ware County. They are steady rotating those backs between R.J. Boyd and DeJohn Dennis. Dennis back in there now for Ware County on 2nd and 10. They'll put him in motion. Here's the snap. They'll flare it out to him. He turns the corner, the 15, 20, runs a man over on his feet at the 25, and he'll have the first down. My goodness. He is running hard, and he'll have the first down across the 27 of Ware County, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, that was a very, very physical run. He ran flat over our guy over there on the far side of the field.
One of those linebackers, I think it might have been Wilkes Albert, who was there. Just Dennis is the load. 208 pounds at 6 feet tall. And is there a BC player down on the Ware sideline? I think there is. Can't see who it is. There's the chain gang, and it's into the Ware bench. Now the BC trainers get over there. I can't see who it is. He's up walking around. Looks like it's Bryce Baker, and I think Bryce deserves a break for a minute. He's been all over the place.
Take your time walking over here, buddy.
And he, of course, had a 48-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. And he's been going both directions here for BC at times in the second half. Danny Britt out to talk to him. So Bryce will come to the sideline. Now we're ready to go. Looks like BC's going to put Ack Edwards out there on defense. And he might slide into Bryce Baker's spot. So they get Ack lined up. And now on 1st and 10, here's Luke Hooks. He'll take the snap. Hooks looking here near side, and Ack Edwards with a great open field tackle. Comes right in the ball game and caught the underneath bubble screen. A flag comes flying in late.
Getting a little chippy.
But give Ack credit. They came right at him, and he made a great tackle in the open field. And is this going to go against?
Based off Coach Britt's reactions, I don't think it's going to be in our favor.
It's going to be a dead ball foul. A dead ball personal foul against BC. So that'll mark 15 off. That'll give the Gators a first down. And those are the kind of things in a game like this you just can't afford to give up.
No, you cannot. Those will shoot you in the foot.
So Ware on the move. They're all the way out to the Gator 45-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from there. Hooks all by himself. He's got 5 in the formation. He'll take the snap. Hooks looking, gets one over the middle, and Orange. And you had 2 guys kind of run into each other looked like Wilkes Albert and Antonio Hansen. Man, if Hooks makes a little bit better throw, there's nobody touching him to the end zone. He was looking for Zy White. Second down and 10 from the Ware 45. Here's the snap. Hooks looking. They'll throw underneath bubble screen and into BC territory and more at the 42-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle on the far sideline as they dump it on the bubble screen to Jamario Rice, who's had a nice ball game for Ware County. Like Marquis Williams had to make the tackle out there. Now Ware's going quick. 4 wide into formation. Are they short a player? No, they got trips here to the short side. Here's the snap underneath. It's going to be caught out of bounds. They go right back to him, to Rice. And he'll get about 5 on first down. It'll be second down for Ware County. And they have picked the pace up of their tempo offensively.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a rhythm here in the fourth quarter. Need a big play to come up with a stop.
Cadets lead it by 10, but Ware certainly grabbed some of the momentum back, and they are on the march again, 31-21. Here's Hooks out of a gun. He'll motion Boyd out. They thought about flaring to him. They throw that underneath the screen again, and that time it's snuffed out after a gain of 2, and that looked like third Scroggins just bent him in half.
Yeah.
There at the 34-yard line.
Scroggins is a lot stronger than the guy that caught that football, no question.
Bryce Baker back out there defensively for the Cadets here on third down. 3rd and about 3. Ware needs the 31 for a first down. Lots of movement on that BC defensive front. And they're going to flip third Scroggins and Arion Guyton. And here's the snap. Hooks. Inside give to Boyd. He's got the first down and more. Runs over a man at the 25 and shoved out of bounds at the 21. A big gain. And boy, those running backs, Stevie, they run hard.
They do. They're piercing our guys a little bit right now. Those screens are just really opening up the run game for them right now. So got to find a way to figure that out and make an adjustment.
EC trying to get some substitutions on and off the field. 1st and 10 from the Cadet 22. Here's Hooks. He'll motion that running back out to the right. Hooks looking. Going to face some pressure. Rolls right side and finds Dennis out here at the 20. Shoved out of bounds by Larson Little. But not before Dennis will get into the 18. That'll get a gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6. And that time Hooks kind of bought himself some time and made a play.
He did. He had a guy trailing him, thought he was about to get there, but he got the ball out just in time.
BC defense trying to bow their backs here inside the red zone at the 18. It's second down and 6. Gators on the move. Out of a gun. Hooks takes the snap. He looks left side. He throws it short. It's going to be complete right around the 14-yard line. Jasper Bolds, a little 5'11" slot receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2, so a big play here for the Cadet defense is Ware goes jumbo. They bring in a few extra guys wearing 50 and 80. 9:01 to go in the ball game and rolling. It's going to be Dejon Dennis on 3rd and 2. Everybody knows who's about to get the football. It's just a matter of which direction is he going. He goes left. BC reads it well, and Dennis bounces out of there. Makai Williams from the backside tracks him down. Boy, Dennis just kept the legs moving, bounced outside. Fortunately, Williams was able to hop on the back and bring him down. It'll be 4th down and about 4 after a loss of 2, and I think Ware's going to – they got their own big leg kicker. I think they're going to ask Bates to cover the rest of this and make it a 1-score ball game.
Yeah, Dennis was frustrated there on that when he got down. I think he had a rough snap, but it looked like he bobbled it a little bit and gave BC time to get back there, get him on the ground.
This will be a 33-yard attempt from the left hash for Bates. The snap is good. The kick, plenty of distance, and it is right down there and good. 31-24, your score. Straight up 8 minutes. 8 minutes to go in this one. We're coming right back. Thanks for listening on WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Welcome back here to Memorial Stadium. Kevin Thomas, Stevie Powers. It's a one-score ball game now. We talked about it last week with Danny Britt. You get in this situation, you need your offense to put together a drive. They were able to do it. Obviously, this is a little bit different team than Westminster. This is the defending state champ.
Yep.
Can this offense put together a drive and put points on the board with 8 minutes? It's one of those where, depending on how this drive goes, maybe there's 3 minutes left in the ball game or so if you're able to drive down and eat some clock.
Yep. Well, this is where, we have an elite offense, and this is where our quarterback, some of our players have to do a really good job at controlling the clock, right, understanding where we're at in the game, but also moving the ball forward down the field, getting into position to score. Even a field goal here makes it a two-possession game with, hopefully 5 minutes or less. So we're in a good spot. We just got to get some points.
31-24, straight up 8 minutes to go. 4 minutes gone here in the fourth. Glad you're listening here on a Friday night. Cadets trying to hold on here against the defending 5A state champions, who have won, I believe, 18 in a row. Might actually be 17. I think they maybe had a game that got weathered out last year. Nevertheless, they haven't lost in a while. And the Cadets are trying to end that streak right here. Now, Ware did catch BC maybe a little asleep in the first half when they tried an onside kick. I don't know if they're going to do it here, but we shall see. Left to right. They put a foot into it up the left hash. It's going to chase for Sean Matthews back towards the end zone. It bounces out of bounds, and that's a huge break for the Cadets. It bounces out of bounds at the 1.
Yeah, that is a big break for us in terms of field position.
So that's going to bring the ball way out there. And as we talked about, a big drive for the Cadet offense here. They're going to put it on the 35, so a 15-yard swing based off 1 yard there. You couldn't get it in the end zone. And now the Cadets have some room to work. Luke Cromenhawk brings his troops out. They've got Ack Edwards in there and an H-back, twins up top. Bubba Frazier by himself here, bottom of the formation. Here's the snap. They'll give it straight ahead, and boy, Ware, there was just gold helmets flying everywhere. And Nasir Samuel maybe gets a yard across the 35 to the 36. And as soon as they saw Nas have it, you saw gold helmets flying everywhere to the football.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at finishing tackles.
So second down, they actually give Nas 2. So it'll be second down and 8. Stack receivers both sides. Here's the snap to Luke. He's looking near side. Underneath, this is Ack Edwards. Ack dropped it. And he almost dropped it into the hands of a Ware County defender who thankfully didn't catch it. And that'll bring up third down and 8. And then probably more importantly, stops the clock with 7:27 to go.
That could have been real bad real quick.
So third down. I don't know if Ack did catch that if he'd have had more than maybe 1 or 2 yards, but it's third down and 8. Here's the snap. Luke buying some time over the middle.
There he is.
Bubba Frazier wide open at the 40, 35, still on his feet and falls down, trying to cut back at the 35 of Ware County. Big pitch and catch. And Luke had some pressure coming in his face that time and delivered a strike to Bubba Frazier. And I tell you, in the big-time moments, number 17 has just stepped up in a big way.
Absolutely. Just a flick of the wrist right there to get the ball out and in this playmaker's hands for a big gain.
1st and 10. Here's the give to Nas. He'll try to bounce it off the right side, maybe give him a yard. Inside the 35 to the 34. And now, if you're A.J. DePhillips and company, you feel more comfortable with your play calling. You're starting to get in field goal range. You're running the football. See that clock starting to melt away a little bit.
Yeah. Anytime you can put up 31 points like this and driving and counting against a really good Ware County defense, should be very, very happy about that result.
So here's 2nd down and 9. Luke's going to go up. And what do we have? False start against Benedictine, so that'll back them up. Not sure who that was on. The side judge threw it. So 6:32 to go in this one. BC leads at 31-24. It'll be 2nd down and 14 from the Ware County 39. 4 receivers. Kind of diamond formation to the left. Here's the snap. Luke pump fakes. Now he's going to be flush. Luke going to tuck it, buy some time, throws, and bounces up, and could have been intercepted. He was looking for Bryce Baker. And if Luke completed that, he was going to fit it through a very tight window, and it goes incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, those are one of those plays as a quarterback where you're running out of options. You either got to throw the ball away or try to make a play, and Luke tried to make a play. Just fortunate enough to get that ball batted down and not picked.
6:17 to go. Big 3rd down play here because you're kind of out of Connor Ferguson field goal range.
Not too far from it, though.
Not too far, but need to get a little closer. They'll put a man in motion. This is Rashawn Matthews. Here's the snap to Cromadog. Luke looking. The flag comes flying out. They go underneath. This is a screen pass. Bryce Baker inside the 35. I think this might come back. Luke's talking to the official. Is this going to be on BC? And I think if you're Danny Britt, I think you're saying, how do you hold on a screenplay?
Yeah, illegal shift.
So Ware's going to take the play of the illegal shift. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10 from the 35.
You're in a little bit of no man's land here.
They marked the ball up rather to the 33, so this would be a 50-yard field goal if you let Connor Ferguson do it. He's got the leg for it. Huh? They're going to send him out there. So from the right hash, he's got the leg to do it. Does he have the accuracy? Houston Jackson, they're going to mark it on the 40. So a 50-yard attempt for Connor Ferguson. Ware's coming after this thing, too. And Ware, somebody moved. Did Ware jump? BC's pointing at Ware. Ware's pointing at BC. No. Haven't seen the official call yet. BC saying Ware moved. False start against BC, so that'll move him back. You're out of field goal range now, but Danny Britt will try this because if he doesn't make it, it's a touchback. It goes to the 20. This will be a 57-yarder for Connor Graham. 57-yarder out of the hold of Houston Jackson. The snap is good. The leg by Ferguson. Man, it didn't miss by much. Short by maybe 4 yards on the low line driver. But again, you're, as you said, kind of in no man's land. Danny Britt views that as a punt. It's basically a touchback. You got Ware back on their 20.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's you're in kind of a weird situation there. Definitely too far to go for it with your offense, but give your young kicker a chance to get one up and see what we can do.
And that's one of those little tiny mistakes, because that would have been good from 47.
Sure. Yeah. Opportunity right here for the defense to really come up big.
5:28 to go. 31-24. Cadets lead by a touchdown. Here's the snap. Luke Hooks looking. He'll throw underneath to Orange. Under the bubble screens. Got a first down and more across the 30. And there's a flag out at the 19, so I think Bryce Baker's saying they held me. And so that'll back Ware up. And everybody moving back like this is on the Gators. And there it is. Holding against Ware County. You're going to put the ball back at the 10. They'll bring up 1st and 20. (31-24). 5:18. Clock's frozen right there for now. Trips to the left, one to the right for Luke Hooks. He's got that big running back standing next to him. Let's see if they give it to him. It's R.J. Boyd. Third Scroggins stands him up, but he breaks away. And now a tackle made at the 15. Antonio Hansen-Mann comes flying down and makes the tackle. Boy, I thought Third had him, and he just got out of there.
Had him wrapped up, but again, just these running backs are some very, very physical players for Ware County.
And it's only a touchdown game, so Ware can take their time here on this drive. 4:52, plenty of time for them. 2nd down and 13.
Absolutely. Defensively, we just need to keep applying the pressure.
And here's a snap. Hooks looking.
There it is.
And they tried to go underneath. They were setting up the screen. Wilkes Albert had that snuffed out. R.J. Boyd, and now a flag comes flying out after the play. I think
that's going to be grounding.
And they're going to talk about this one. Yeah, I think a lineman was laying on the ground. That's who he threw it at.
Yeah, which is an ineligible player. Oh, wow.
So they're not going to go intentional grounding. Jason Strickland, he was all the way out at the numbers. I think he was going to lose his mind if that was the case. But it's 3rd down and 13, so a big play here for this BC defense.
Big play. Keep the ball in front of you. Get the guy down when they catch the football.
Gators have got DeJohn Dennis in there at running back. Here's the snap to Hooks. Hooks, a little pump fake. Look there. He's going to be brought down and sacked. Big Jeremiah Thomas just bull rushing from the nose tackle spot.
They never saw him.
And he brought down Hooks back inside the 10 at the 9, and Ware's going to have to punt this football with 4:17 and rolling. Both teams, Stevie, have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, coming down to the wire here, get the ball back in our offense hands. I really think we're going to take some opportunities right here to go score a touchdown and put this game away.
4:03 and counting.
Going to have some really good field position here as well.
Bates is about halfway back in his end zone. Makai Williams stands at the Ware County 39. Here's the snap. Bates going to get it. Gets it away. Hangs one up and short.
There we go.
Everybody getting away. It takes a BC bounce. Back towards the 25, and Bates picked a tough time to uncork a bad one there, but it went straight up.
Bates has done a phenomenal job all night with his punts, too. He's had some boomers out there and some really good ones, but that one just kind of flunked off his foot.
And with 3:37, depending on how you play this, make Ware County use their timeouts. You're at the 27-yard line. 2 first downs might be enough to do it, depending on the sequencing and what have you. Or you could just punch it in the end zone.
Yeah, punch it in the end zone and call it a night.
Cadets are coming out tight formation. Here's the snap. Luke's going to give it. This is Bryce Baker extending the play, trying to get the corner turned at the 25 and pushing ahead towards the 21-yard line. And he'll have a gain of about 7 on first down. And Ware County wants a timeout. They're going to start using their timeouts here. And obviously Jason Strickland, I think this is the last stand here for your defense.
Yeah.
And for BC, you make them use all their timeouts, you can really milk away a lot of this, and you are clearly in Connor Ferguson range at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in the driver's seat right now. Take our time here, hold on to the football, get some points on the board, and that should be it.
Can you play it too careful in this situation?
I think you can. The thing about these situations is, hey, go score a touchdown, right? We're not running the clock out. We're not kneeing on it. We are still trying to score 7 points. Just take care of the football while you're doing it.
It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Cadets at the Ware County 21. And again, this is where you want your big-time player to step up and make that play. And BC's got a lot of them. Luke Cromenhawk, Bryce Baker both have played exceptionally well here in the second half. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Bryce. He'll hop in the hole, get to the 20, and there Jason Strickland going to call another timeout with 3:22. And I think that was one of those plays you hope to get a yard or two and make them burn another timeout. And that's exactly what happened. And now you can see the play calling, A.J. DePhillips. You got Bryce Baker in there at running back. And
yep.
You're starting to put the ball in the hands of some of those guys you feel really good about. Yeah. And can deliver a lick at the same time.
Absolutely.
Maybe wouldn't be surprised here on 3rd and 3 if you don't just snap it to Luke and tell him, do one of those kind of student body rights and let him run power behind that.
Yeah, absolutely. The old Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
He's got the frame for it.
We saw them do it last week against Bluffton. And they did it 2 weeks ago when we were up in Westminster. 2 weeks ago when we were up in Charlotte. Had a couple of big 3rd down and mediums, and it was, we're going to give it to Luke and let him go get it.
Yeah.
Ware's got one more timeout. If you don't get it here, if it's, say, 4th and 1, are you tempted to give it to Luke again and try to get the first down, and that would end the game? Although if you don't get it.
Yeah, again, if you get close to that, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, are we willing to gamble or not? We got the opportunity to take 3 points. We missed one from that side of the hash earlier in the game.
So out of the timeout, Luke's by himself. 4 receivers to the left. Here's a snap. Yep, Luke's going to run it himself. Bounces right. He gets the 15. That's a first down still.
That's a
heads-up play. He slid down at about the 12.
Very smart play by Luke. I'm interested to see the replay here. It's a very aggressive play by the defender with Luke trying to go down.
Clock is rolling, 3:02, 3:01. Ware's got just one timeout left. And it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Ware County 14. And now BC can really run it down here with Ware having just the one timeout. Twins either side. Here's the snap. Luke going to give it. This is Bryce Baker. Tries to bounce to the right side. Gets to 10 and no further. So give Bryce a gain of about 3. And I think Jason Strickland's going to hold that timeout maybe for 3rd down. Still 2.5 minutes to go and rolling. 2 minutes and 20 and rolling. 31-24. Cadets now are in no hurry.
No, we need to run this clock down.
Now Luke's getting everybody lined up.
Having that play clock right in front of Luke's face is definitely important. We didn't have that back when I was under center.
Luke's going under center out of the flex bone. Here's the snap to give. This is going to be Rashawn Matthews trying to turn the corner. Rashawn leaning. And he'll get down to the 6. He'll be short. But it'll be 3rd down.
His last time out here.
Yeah, Jason Strickland going to call timeout. 98 seconds to go. And this is the Gators' last stand here on 3rd down and 4.
We get this one here. That's going to seal the deal.
3rd down and 4 from the Gators' 7-yard line. They need about 3.5. And again, Stevie, I think at this point, I'm snapping it to Luke and let him go get me 3 yards here.
Yeah, it's where, if you go to your bread and butter plays in these situations, you've got 1, maybe 2 plays that you choose from. And the power run with Luke is definitely one of them.
And now an interesting scenario, too. If you don't get it, you can let the clock run down certainly under a minute. If it's 4th and short, theoretically you could go for it and give Ware 96 yards they have to go with no timeouts and under a minute.
Yeah.
And again, you missed a short field goal from this kind of same angle.
Yeah. I think you run the field goal unit out there and you take the 3, and at that point the game's out of reach.
So out of the timeout, no more timeouts for the Gators. It's 3rd down and 4. Luke's going to go under center, offset I. Luke's going to plow ahead, and they're just going to keep it in the middle of the field, make it easy for Connor Ferguson.
Yep.
And Luke drives ahead just outside the 5. And it'll be 4th down. They mark him back at the 6. And now I would imagine Danny Britt's going to let this run all the way down and call timeout.
Absolutely.
And they've still got 30 on the play clock, so about 46, 47 seconds left when you call timeout. And then you kick the field goal, and as you said, you're up 10 with less than a minute.
Yeah, they'll have get down to inside 50 seconds.
Yeah, Danny Britt standing over there by the official. He's going to let this thing go all the way down. And now calls timeout. 48 seconds.
Phenomenal job by the offense. Let her run the clock down. Take care of the football.
And again, a big defensive stop. You get the ball back and have burnt this game away. And so now, not sure what Danny Britt's out there talking to the head official about, but 47.9 to go. Connor Ferguson going to come on to kick a field goal here that would put BC up by 10. And what has been a fabulous ball game by both teams. I mean, Ware jumps up by 10.
14.
Or 14, excuse me. BC runs off 31 unanswered.
Yep.
Ware comes back and puts up 10 unanswered, and that leads us to where we're at.
Yep, now BC has an opportunity with 48 seconds left to seal the deal with this field goal here.
So Connor Ferguson, and this thing is straight down the middle. Houston Jackson will hold it at about the 14, so a 24-yard field goal from dead on. And what do we have? Oh, my goodness, offsides against, that should be a first down. That's going to be a first down. Offsides against Ware County.
That's going to be the ball game there.
And so BC should just have to, well, depends on how quick they reset the play clock, but maybe one play ought to do it.
Very dramatic ending.
Yeah. And how kind of funny that earlier this quarter, BC got backed up, attempted a 57-yarder because of an offsides.
Right.
And now an offsides cost Ware County the chance to get off the field.
Yeah, it really came down. There were a couple things that at the end of the game where Ware just kind of shot themselves in the foot. And, we were able to make a few more plays than them.
And Bryce Baker stands at the 20. I thought about maybe does BC just fall forward. It's on the 1-yard line. But Bryce Baker is way back there at the 20. I think BC's just going to kneel on this thing. And now what are we doing? Luke's going to go talk to the head official here. Now we're ready to go. I think they moved the ball back to the 2. But an unbelievable ball game tonight, BC. Going to have to touch a knee up, and that should do it.
Pretty much what everybody expected between these two.
And there's the knee by Luke Kromanoff.
Going to need one more, and that'll do it.
They haven't started the play clock yet. And it's not, they started at the same time, so about a half-second difference. I think BC doesn't have to snap it. It's quicker. Both teams lining up. Some handshakes down there, and what a performance by Benedictine tonight. Stevie, your thoughts?
Yeah, great job. All the way around, phenomenal performance. Let me give my coaches a hug here. Great job, fellas.
Cadets will improve to 4-0. They end the winning streak for Ware County. And Cadets continue to play well back-to-back weeks. You had to have a drive from your offense. They didn't score this week, but you had to have a drive from your offense, and they burned the clock out. Again, Stevie, just great players make great plays when you need them. Luke Crowenhawk tonight, 3 touchdown passes, scrambled, kept the play alive, found Ack Edwards for that final touchdown. And just an unbelievable ball game here this evening for the Cadets.
Yeah, they did a crazy good job. What's up, baby? They did an incredible job. Luke just did a great job keeping his poise the whole time. Again, giving up 14 points early and then just rattling off 31 straight. That was a haymaker. That was a little bit too much for Ware to come back from. So really just a great job by our guys staying poised, understanding the moment, living in the moment, and taking advantage of it.
So handshakes all around. Again, given the effort tonight, I think Ware County is going to go deep again.
Yes, absolutely.
When it's all said and done, and you could see them at 5A and BC at 4A playing up in Atlanta once again for the state championship. Not against each other, but an unbelievable effort tonight. Defensively, Stevie, we said, hey, you knew Ware's going to move the football.
Yeah.
You took a big shot early, 14 straight points. Your offense needed you to make a stop. You started doing that. The offense found their rhythm. And then in the second half, Ware took a couple on you again, got it to within a touchdown game, and when you needed to get a stop, the defense did it down here and got you a short field.
Yeah, exactly. Defense came up when we needed them to. They made some phenomenal adjustments in the second half. Only giving up 10 points in the second half to a football team that had scored twice on you early. That's just a great job by the coaching staff and a great job by our players, just being disciplined and sticking to the game plan.
Final score, Benedictine 31, Ware County 24. We've got our Cool Vibes Pizza Player of the Game we're going to name coming up here in just a little bit. We'll also look to chat with the head football coach of the Benedictine Cadets, Danny Britt, as he joins us coming up on the Coach's Corner postgame show. We'll get to that coming up in just a moment, but the Cadets win it 31-24. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to the Coach's Corner postgame show. Reminder, Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt, the place to be for college football. Tomorrow, they've got Texas, Alabama, Georgia playing Ball State, and all of your college football action for you there at Coach's Corner. Also, Atlanta Braves baseball. Braves continue to play well. Ronald Acuna, 35th home run tonight. He is absolutely balling. So go down to Coach's Corner, have some great food, grab you something good to eat, something cold to drink. Watch that college football, NFL on Sundays, and there's no better spot to be in town, then Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. Great game tonight. BC wins it 31-24. Another classic game. The last three between these teams have been incredible. You had the Holden Gerner, Thomas Castellanos game where they went back and forth 2 years ago. Last year in the swamp, almost literally in the swamp, 14-10. Ware County gets them, and then tonight BC wins it by a touchdown. Unbelievable performance.
Yeah, fun game to be a part of and to be here. It's an incredible atmosphere at Memorial Stadium tonight. Super fun.
And again, Cadets got punched in the face early, and I think that's what Danny Britt talked about. Stevie said, hey, we're going to find out what we're made of in this game, and you certainly did that in the first, handful of minutes tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we found out exactly what this team's made of, and they're poised, they're disciplined, they're fast, and they're very physical. I think they put all those things together tonight and played their best football.
Defensively, I mean, it was tough work. I mean, you play a team like that, that's one of those where I know you're on the offensive side, but defensive guys, you just got to strap up and get after it. There were plays you don't see happen to BC defense a lot where guys were right there at the point and they got run over. Usually it's BC's been delivering the shots. And man, R.J. Boyd and Dejon Dennis, I mean, they're hard running backs, and they were bringing the fight to you. And I thought the defense really, I mean, despite having some times where they were getting leaned on a little bit, really answered the call in big moments.
Yeah, I mean, you schedule these games early on in the season for a reason. These Julius Chambers, the Westminsters, the Ware Counties especially, you want to play those teams early on so that when you start to make that playoff push later, you start to see those really, really good teams. You're already prepared for that. We've played those teams early in the season. So that's the reason why they do that. These kids are ready for it. They're prepared, and they showed that tonight.
Seems like you had a number of phases so far in the season. Defensively, you played really well in the opener against Jenkins. Shut them out. The next week, special teams really played well. And offensively, the running game was hitting on all cylinders. Last week at Westminster, you had to rely on just that grit and determination. Tonight it was the offense. And I thought, Luke probably had his best game of the season. Did have the interception, but had 3 touchdown passes, an unbelievable pass in the back corner to LaDon Bryant to get things started. Then the final one to Ack Edwards where you're making things happen. You're extending the play, and you find a guy open behind the defense. I thought he had one of his best games of the season so far.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny that you say that. We haven't even put together a full, complete game of football yet, and we're winning against 5A state champions. So it's really fun to watch. Luke played incredible. I think when the game came to it, when we needed him, he came through, and that's what big players do.
And on that note, Luke Kromenhoek going to be our Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game for his 3 touchdown passes, and certainly when the Cadets needed a big play, they relied a lot on Luke Kromenhoek tonight to get it done with his arm, and that's something where it's been in the bag, I think, for BC to use, but up until this point, they've been able to run the football and allow some of those guys to make plays. Tonight, I thought they needed Luke to be Luke and throw the football in a big spot.
Yeah, and Luke was Luke. He was physical when he needed to be with those quarterback powers to get those short yardage situations, and then when he needed to drop in a nice pass, when he had a one-on-one situations with his guys, he was able to deliver the ball quickly and get the guy to get the ball to the playmakers in open space.
So Luke Kromenhoek, our Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game. They got Hebron Christian coming to town next week, does BC right here at Memorial Stadium. But how big does this play down the road for BC? Obviously, you want to test your mettle, but you came out on the right. It's one thing to say, hey, we want to test our mettle, and we came up short.
Yeah.
You tested your mettle and you came up on the right side of things. How does that propel you going forward?
Well, I think the biggest thing going forward is we went 1-0 this week, and that's great. And we played a phenomenal football team, and we should be very proud of this win, and we should celebrate this. But come tomorrow, Hebron Christian's coming in, right? And, they're a different football team. Whether or not they're up to the caliber of this football team or not, I don't know. But, hey, they're going to come in ready to fight, and they're going to put up a good battle, traveling in from out of town. We've got to play each opponent each week at the highest level that we possibly can and just play BC football.
Again, the Cadets improved to 4-0 in the big winning streak of Ware County tonight. And again, Connor Ferguson, we talk about him a lot. End zone kicks. I mean, they asked him to do everything. 50, 70-yarder tonight and more. And that young man is getting better and better as the weeks go on here.
He is. And, people always talk about offense and defense in this game, but there's 3 parts of this game, and special teams is just as important as the other 2. So he did a phenomenal job. Anytime you get a guy that can automatically set up the team on the 20-yard line, kicking the ball into the end zone after every score or at the beginning of the halves, that is so important.
Looking to see where Coach Danny Britt is. He's still out there on the field. We'll look to chat with him coming up here on the post-game show as Benedictine improves to 4-0. Stevie Powers, man, we appreciate you joining us here, and I believe you're going to be with us for the home games here in 2023. And hey, man, it was fun talking football with you.
No, I appreciate it. Hopefully, didn't botch it too bad up here, but no, I'm looking forward to doing it and being a part of this. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, and again, good time up here in the booth. That's what it's all about, and we appreciate y'all watching on WatchBCSports.com. We are looking back on the field, and I don't know if Danny Britt's waiting to talk to some of the media that are here as well, but he'll come up here and talk to us. He's down there talking with Luke Cromenhawk. I think Dennis Knight's hogging all the time, Dennis. Savannah
Classic Dennis, yeah.
But we'll step aside. We'll take another quick break. We'll look to come back and try to chat with Danny Britt here on the Coach's Corner post-game show.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
To the Coach's Corner post-game show. Reminder, Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. Best place to go for college football tomorrow afternoon. Texas, Alabama. Boy, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, also Georgia and Ball State, Braves baseball, and more. No place better to go than Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. Kevin Thomas, Stevie Powers here. As we're waiting, Coach Danny Britt. He was walking up here. Now he's talking to, he's a popular guy after you win a big football game. But a couple of things to let you know about BC fans coming up on September 16th. They got commissioning going on at Benedictine. And then the BC Homecoming Carnival is going to be September 28th in association with Alumni Weekend. So you got the Homecoming Carnival on the 28th, Alumni Weekend September 29th and 30th. And I know Alumni Weekend always a big deal at BC.
Yeah, a lot of important people walking around there.
Including this man. He'll be walking around. But again, a big win tonight. These are, to me, would be the ones that are hard to put behind. Coach Britt does a great job of that. But, man, you talk about last week maybe looking ahead. I feel like next week you're patting yourself on the back a little much going into that next ball game.
Yeah, it's part of the program, that he sets in the standard. When we get into this week, and we'll celebrate this win. When we get into that next week, it's full force come Monday. We're locked in on Hebron Christian.
And again, offensively, really playing well. Defensively, I thought had a tremendous ball game. I'll be interested to see what Coach Britt has to say about that. I know a couple of times maybe they shot themselves in the foot with some penalties and some things of that nature. And I know early kind of stumbled themselves with some penalties offensively as well. But all in all, what do you think they see when they go back and watch the tape? I mean, fairly clean game by BC, I think.
I think they're going to be very happy with what they see, but there's, knowing this program and these coaches, they're going to critique things and they're going to find things that they need to work on and get better at. But that's what makes, them who they are. So I think they're going to be very satisfied. Obviously, they just beat the number one team in 5A, and they had them beat pretty well there for a second. But they played really well, played a clean game, not a lot of penalties. Need to eliminate a couple of the turnovers, but other than that, pretty good.
I got to tell you, I know we named Luke Cromenhawk our Cool Vibes Pizza Player of the game, but my goodness, Bryce Baker did it again, a 48-yard touchdown run, big tackles all over the place, and then at the end of the game, it's him and Luke touching the ball to try to put the game away.
No, I mean, Bryce Baker is a phenomenal player, and he's all over the field on both sides. Very, very physical player, and he played very, very well tonight, matched up against a really good Ware County team.
Got Coach Danny Britty's making the long climb up here, and he'll be here in just a moment, and will join us here on the post-game show. So, Stevie, if you don't mind, we'll let you hand that over to Coach Britt, and we'll get his thoughts here on tonight's football game as he walks up here and he makes the big climb up here. Have him come around over here and join us. So, they're embracing here. And Coach Britt, first I'll let you catch your breath because I know I appreciate you taking the long climb up here. But congratulations. That was a big Ware County team, and I know you had told us on Thursday, you said, look, if we play like we played last week, we can't beat that team.
Right.
And you guys came out, got punched in the mouth early, and really responded.
Yeah, definitely. I'm proud of that, very proud of that. Told them at halftime I was very proud that we fought back like we did, going down 14-0, especially in the situation it was. So, yeah, very, very proud of a lot of things, the physicality, the emotion. It was a good win.
And you said this is where we find out who we are. Well, I think you found out a lot about your team tonight.
Yeah, I just told him that. I told him I used a phrase from my dad, who's been passed away 15 years ago now, but he used to say, hey, you never know how you look till you get your picture took. And I told him that, and I said, here's the thing. We're fixing to find out what we look like. We're going to have our picture taken, and at the end of this game, we'll know what it looks like. So there's still going to be some bad things you got to go back and fix. When you play a team like that, they expose it. But obviously, there's a lot of great things going on.
We talked Thursday. We said, look, Ware's going to do things. You just have to expect, hey, it's going to happen. But defensively, you held them to 24 points. They punched you in the mouth on some short fields early, and then you held them to 10 the rest of the ball game. Defensively, how do you feel you did against a team that, those two running backs were running hard tonight, ran you over a couple of times. How do you feel you guys kind of towed the line defensively?
Yeah, I thought we did good. I was hoping to get a little more pressure on the quarterback, and we were getting there. We've got to work on that a little bit more. Missed some tackles, but I think we were playing hard and fast. I can tell you that. And that's the primary thing. And so I thought it looked good. I really did. Like you said, it's a championship 5A football team right there. So you're not going to just stop them. And like you said earlier in the game, that was a bad call that the guy made when we had the long touchdown. I don't even know. I don't know if he thought he was watching Canadian League or what, but he missed that one by a long shot. And brought that one back. So, but to fight back from all of that, that's what it's all about.
And put up 31 straight points on offense. Speak to that. Coach, I thought first game defense played really well against Jenkins. The next game, running game and special teams really took over for you. Last week, it was kind of that grit and tenacity that you needed from your football team. And tonight, I thought big games asked for big-time players, and I thought tonight Luke Cromenhawk was Luke Cromenhawk for you guys, and he made a lot of throws. It looked like at times you really needed him to step up and make those plays, and he certainly was able to do that, including that last touchdown where, not many quarterbacks in high school can run around that long and then find a guy open for a touchdown.
I tell you what, I told Stephanie last night, I said, hey, watch this, Luke's going to go off tomorrow. I just felt like, Jada Phillips had dialed up a great game plan. We had to have Luke to do that. We weren't just going to pound it out on Ware County. And just to be honest with you, we played in a mud bowl last year, and the radio guy from Ware kept just questioning whether Luke was a Division I guy and whether he was a Florida State guy. That Luke has heard that hundreds of times this week, and it was ready to go.
I was going to say, he looked like a Florida State guy.
His eyes were red before the game. I can tell you that. He was ready to go.
And again, with the I don't know what his rushing stats were at the end of the game, but again, put the ball game on the line. He and Bryce Baker were the two guys that you were calling on to make plays for you.
Yeah, that's what we talking about it on. Well, I would say on the headsets. We weren't on the headsets because the offensive headsets went out.
Oh, geez.
And literally, Coach DePhillips and Coach Coleman were on the cell phone. That's how they were making the calls. Defense was staying up, so I don't know what happened there, but we were talking like, hey, run it out, and we were just lining up for the field goal, obviously. Run it out. It's either Bryce or Luke. Put it in their hands, and you win or lose with your superstars, and that's who they are.
And 2 weeks in a row, you get the ball back with decent amount of time, and you're able to salt the game away offensively. It's got to make you feel good that for as much as people talk about your high-flying playmakers, you can go do that. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row. Hey, guys, go burn the game up, and you were able to do it.
Well, I just told the kids that's great coaching. That's how and I'm not talking about me. It's great coaching by the offensive staff. That's how they do it. It's not just, hey, we're going to go score a whole bunch of points and try to outscore people. We can play really sound football too, and that's what we want to be. That to me, that's what sustains a program, and is being able to do all of the above. And I told them that, and I said that's great coaching. That's great following by you guys of practicing that and being able to do whatever it takes, and so very proud of them for that.
Coach, you said, hey, we need to take it easy on Connor Ferguson. Then you had him kick a 57-yard field goal out there in the ball game tonight, or tried to.
Well, that was –
and I understand you've talked about that a lot. Yeah.
He had a 60-yarder yesterday in practice. He really did, without much wind behind him. He can do it. But at that point, it was a punt.
Right.
Even, with a chance for points, But really, it was a punt. I felt confidence he would get it in the end zone. It's like a punt. And to be honest with you, I feel more confident with not getting the field goal block than I do about getting a punt block. It's just the way it is.
Well, again, a big ball game tonight. You got Hebron Christian coming up next week, but I know the 24-hour rule might be tough with this one because that was a big-time ball game for you guys. And, again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Coach Danny Britt joining us here on the post-game show. We'll be back Thursday out at Bowtie Barbecue. You can catch Coach and myself as we break down this one and look ahead to Hebron Christian coming up on Friday night next week right here at Memorial Stadium. So I hope you'll come out and join us at Bowtie Barbecue Thursday at 12 o'clock. We'll be back next Friday right here for Hebron Christian as well on WatchBCSports.com. You can go to Watch BC Sports to keep up to date with what's going on, and go to our YouTube page, like and follow. And every time we have the Coach Danny Britt show or we go live, you'll be first to get clued in that we are up and going talking BC football on WatchBCSports.com. For Stevie Powers, I'm Kevin Thomas. Have a great evening. BC 31, Ware County 24. Have a great evening.